Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to our 67th episode of On Point, the Gaming Newscast. I am CMoney, and over on this side of the screen, you can see the very beautiful and lovely Doodle.
Hello, you guys. Thank you for being here with us. What's up, CMoney? What's up, Madman? What's going
up?
on?
What is up?
I hope you guys are having an awesome day and that you are super pumped for the show because I freaking am.
Yes. And in the middle, you can see our boy, Madman.
Yep, that's me.
That
get it wrong.
is him.
That is
Guys,
he.
I'm so sorry that we got delayed, but thank you
Yet
for
again.
everyone here yet again. But we seem to be sorted it out
Guys,
now.
It's
Can I
tradition.
tell you guys, I blame it on the ponies.
I do. They
Yeah.
come in here and they sabotage us.
I
This is
think
what has
this is
happened.
sabotage.
100%.
It's just back to back.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was a setup. That was a
After the
setup.
ABK deal closed,
All of a sudden, nothing wants to work.
right?
Called a setup. I feel it. I know it. But shout out to the chat. Thank you, everyone who's here. Bunty, Jacob, my man, Real Island Gaming, Sour Blow. What is up?
Go.
The Bigger
Welcome.
Reality,
Bro.
General Spartan, Six
Yes.
Slayer, Eric. What is good, fams? Oats, Six Slayer, Dusty
Yes.
Uno.
Woo!
What? Go.
Guys,
Fuck you.
Thank
Fuck
you.
you.
Thank
What
you
is
for
up,
being
guys?
here.
Thank you so much for coming to rock with us. So, listen, we have some things. There's some big news.
Big.
Some big news this week that has happened in our gaming lives. And I'm very excited to dig deep into it. But before we do, we're going to do a little housekeeping as we do. But I do want to shout out my boy Isaac Hayes
Woo!
and Jagger Blaze.
Yes.
Anthony for popping in. Welcome, fam.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here, you guys.
All right. So obviously we'll start the same way.
Let's talk this mess.
Let's talk this
Yes,
mess. You know what's
baby.
going down.
Yes.
It is happening. But yeah, let's go ahead and start the same way we gotta always start here with the friendly reminder that YouTube will not let us monetize. So if you ever had a desire in your heart to go ahead and help support us in any which way, we hope that you would consider joining our Patreon. The link is pinned to the chat. It's also in the description, just like our fine folk down here, Mr. Joanna Dark, Fonso Sir, Isaac Hayes, Zachary McCoy, Sith Lord. Guys, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Really, really
Thanks, bro.
appreciate it. But again, obviously, you guys being here, rocking with us, that is support, and we greatly appreciate it. So thank you all so very much. No, Real Island, did you guys get monetized? Not yet. We've been denied many times.
Again,
Decline.
Decline for sure.
Oh.
November 19th is our next opportunity
Guys,
to
fingers
try
crossed
again.
for us, please.
So fingers crossed again. Darren already starting it off. He's not even messing around.
baby.
Starfield strikes once again. Continue beating pony legs, y'all, all day, every day. Yo, facts and facts. The Bigger Reality. Appreciate that, man. If y'all have Cash App, let me know. We
Oh,
do
thank you.
not
Thank
have
you.
Cash App, so I don't even know what that is. But that's probably because
there's a way to make easy transfers of money digital.
Because
Is
I'm
it?
old.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not
probably-
that old, see.
Listen, I'm old enough in my
I
mind.
know, but
In
like,
my mind.
I don't want you to start believing that you're old. That's
Listen.
gonna catch up with you,
I
baby.
mean, facts are
Listen,
facts.
you see this? This is what I gotta live with. I can't escape that reality. Jacob says, "Have you seen the new Wake Up promo?" Yes, it is so dope. We're gonna talk about it for sure because
Let's
we are
go.
here for all of it. But just another little housekeeping. Our Discord, you see it on the screen, right? Come join us. It's fun there. All right, it's nice to come chill, have some lovely conversations in between live streams. So we do appreciate you guys, everyone who is part of it, because it's super dope. And then just a reminder of our run of shows for the upcoming week. You have tomorrow, we'll be back here at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time with On Point Anime and Beyond, where we're going to be talking anime, TV, movies, pop culture, whatever's fly. We'll be talking about it.
It's gonna be a big one.
And we'll be back on Monday with Morning Quest with Doodle and CMoney, which, you know, guys, if you haven't been there yet, You should, because it is fucking fun. We have a great time. And it is really a really nice show. We talk gaming, just start the week off right with some positivity, a lot of fun chat going on. So definitely excited for that. So try to hit that. That's the 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. And then next week on Tuesday, we'll be back with our guest show, her
Yes.
guest. And next week, we just had it this week. We had 2 guests on. We had our boy Jay Pontarelli and Corinne Jovian.
Yes.
Awesome interviews we did back to back. It was fun. If you were there for both, we love you. We appreciate you. If you were there for one, we love you. We appreciate you. If you didn't watch it, go watch it. So then we can love you and appreciate you.
No, don't
Just playing.
don't
But
take
this
it back.
upcoming week, we have another double banger.
Dos,
And
baby.
that's gonna be at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. We got our boy Jez Corden.
Let's
from
go.
Windows Central fame and Xbox 2 podcast. He's gonna be joining us, so we're very excited for that. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna have our boy Ains from Season Gaming.
Woo!
And that is also gonna be super dope. So again, if you haven't been to one of these shows, they're really fun. Definitely try to come and hit them because we have a great time doing them. And before we jump into the topics, we're going to talk some what have we been playing. So we'll start with you, my lovely Doodle. What have you been playing?
Well, I watched you whoop some ass on Call of Duty. All right.
You did.
I did. He was holding his own. Again, I told you guys, real killers in that game. You know, I
Real
kinda
life
just
thugs. Real life
look
thugs.
from an outside because it looks fun. This one looks really good. It looks like a lot of freaking fun. And I'm like, yo, I should get in there. But I'm like, listen, the last time I got in there, it was intense. And I told you guys, I grabbed the shank, I started stabbing around, I lost it in there.
She did.
It got a little crazy. I don't know. I don't know what happened really, but
She blacks out. It's just what happens. She blacks out.
To be around
Bunch
me
of dead bodies.
if I'm on
It's like what
paranoid mode.
happens. Nobody knows. Nobody
but,
knows.
Assassin's Creed, guys, Mirage. I even got an outfit. Well, CMoney's been playing with me back and forth. We've been playing together because he wants to experience it as well. But I feel like it's more of my type of Assassin's Creed. So CMoney, even though I feel like you play more by the rules,
I
right?
do. I do.
So we're hanging out and we're playing together, and CMoney's got the controller and he's going around sneaking. He assassinated like 2-3 people.
I try to role play as the character.
You really do. And then I was like, yo, let me handle that. Guys, I got everybody's attention.
She would not be an assassin, okay? She would not a silent assassin. She would be an Assassin's Creed. She would just be a
like
murderer.
John Wick.
They would just label her
some real ass.
a murderer.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just what she is. She just kills.
But I did lay everybody out.
She's cold-blooded.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you did.
We did put some pictures in our Discord. We actually streamed it for a little bit through our Discord.
Yeah, we were trying that out. It's interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah. But
very intriguing.
Yeah, that's what I've been up to.
All right, man. Have you had any game time this week?
Honestly, no. I've been studying for a math test that barely amounted to much.
That's the right type of answer.
There we go. Good boy, Madman.
Good.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I have played a little bit here and there, got some in. So I would say, obviously, Doodle said it. We played the Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
How do you like
beta.
it?
I loved it, man. I loved it. I am
now you're actually a Call of Duty diehard now.
No. First of all, let's fall back with that a little bit as if I didn't like Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty very much so. And every time I get into the multiplayer, I kind of get absorbed in it and get lost in it. But only for a while, because the problem is that like eventually they just get so good.
Yeah, I feel like they live and breathe Call of Duty like
well, we know that a lot of people
it's like years when you play online and like everybody's like really in it and you're like, yo, let me go have a little fun and play a little bit, and you gotta run. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go.
Yo,
when
facts.
you get in that mess.
Look, talking about that, John Wolf just popped in. What's up, John Wolf? Welcome, my friend. I also saw
Welcome.
Garcia pop in.
Thank you
Welcome,
for
What
being
is up,
here,
guy?
guys.
But he says, "What up, familia? Listening and playing Modern Warfare 2, trying to get all the
Yes.
spawn skins. Damn it, I want them. How hard is it to get it? Because I thought I was just gonna be able to buy it, bro. I don't.
You gotta
Let me
put
say
the work,
this.
T. You
Let
gotta
me
put
say
in the
this.
work.
Low key, ever since Modern Warfare 2 came out,
Yeah.
it has been a place where I buy skins now. Like I'm all
Why?
about buying the dope ass skin, get the better guns.
You
all of
barely
that
play
shit.
Call of Duty though.
Like, excuse me.
You barely play Call of Duty though. Why?
What are you talking about, fam? What life do you live where I'm constantly next to you that you tell me what to play?
I mean, touche.
Get the hell out of here. So I have been playing I'm sorry, I have been buying them. So Jacob says that he bought the Lilith skin, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, yo, I gotta go get that. So that is next up for sure. Definitely gotta get it. Yeah. So that is gonna be dope. And I gotta get Spawn. If you play 1 hour each night, you'll get them in a week and a half.
You
Okay,
got
that's not
Snoop,
bad.
right?
Snoop, I got Snoop. I
Okay.
got Nikki.
Nikki, okay.
I got the guy from the Amazon.
Oh, the Homelander.
Homelander
Boys.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have I've got quite a few, and then I got just some of their special characters that they make because they look dope. Isaac says, man, those Spider-Man wings on the PS5 are sick. Oh, you see
On the
them?
game?
They do
I
look
mean,
really good.
Yeah, they look like the Batman Arkham, the glider. You know, like it's very reminiscent of Arkham
I think
City's
he's talking
glider.
about our actual PlayStation 5, but I might be confused.
This one.
I mean, those aren't wings. I'll tell you that.
Well,
They're shells.
Yeah, there's something. I tell you, Dreamcast guy, welcome.
Dreamcast guy is here.
But yeah, so did that, and then I gotta say, man, I play some Halo, the new season.
How you digging it? I mean, you can't go wrong with freaking Halo for you.
Love it. Halo's my favorite thing ever, and this season is just more amazingness. So I'm loving that. Definitely enjoyed that. Bought the what's it called? The flood. I don't know why I've like broke on me a little bit. The flood skins, babe. Now they have flood, like all this tentacle shit that you can have on you. It looks so sick. Oh
so this is such a smooth way to like kind of give Fortnite a little bit of a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like they have dominated the crap out of that space, but
like crossover space
to kind of jump in softly, like again, as soon as listen, I told you guys how rough Call of Duty is. Like it's like real killers, like I said. But like as soon as I heard Snoop, I was like, oh my god, maybe I want to play Call of Duty now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, it's smart, and honestly, I think the next frontier for Halo is to drop the armor only requirements and let's get some of our characters from Xbox in there. Maybe the helmets off, and maybe they have just like a unique looking armor that's like very unique to their character. But we need to get start putting everybody in there, bro. Game will be over.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the listen.
Nah, there's one Halo thing I'll keep it from it. Now, number one, Call of Duty is for adults, and I'm pretty sure even if kids sneakily
We're literally talking about Halo, fam.
Oh, Halo?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about Call of Duty. Sorry, I must have heard the names wrong. I could have sworn you were talking about bringing everyone to Call of Duty.
No, they've already been.
And I thought you were talking about putting Halo characters in Call of Duty, like Master Chief dancing on the map.
Oh, they absolutely will. At some point, they have to do that for sure. But no, they just you start putting in Xbox characters into Halo Infinite. Let us buy that shit. It's gonna be over.
By the way, because you said about the helmet, and I was like messing around with like, I think AI, the thing that you showed me, right?
AI generated Bing.
I made this picture of ponies running, and then one of them had the Master Chief helmet on.
Oh shit. We gotta put it on Twitter so you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, PlayStation's dog shit first party roadmap was good.
Yo,
welcome.
What is going on?
Oh my god,
that's what's up.
But yeah, and then obviously, I played some Starfield.
You did,
really?
I did, and it's just, no matter what game I touch outside of Halo, just to be clear, but no matter what game I touch, whether I play some Assassin's Creed or whatever, it's like there's nothing that takes me away from wanting to be playing Starfield. Like, it's just so good. I'm getting back into, like, I was doing a lot of like really just obscure side stuff. Now I kind of got back into more of, not, I still haven't done the actual main mission, but I got back to the main mission of the Crimson Fleet, and that was I don't know if it's okay to I don't want to like tell.
Yeah, don't spoil
Still tough
anything.
things.
don't
Let's
be
just say
that
I went on
guy.
a mission.
Don't be
I was
that
supposed to go
guy.
do something. She convinced me and said, "Listen, you're gonna come on my ship. I'll take you." Then when I got there, went in, she fucking left me there.
You
I had to
don't
go.
take a ride. Are you crazy?
No, but she told me like this was
See,
the only
this is
way.
why you
No,
leave me
but
around when you're playing
strangers.
Starfield. You get
You
You
caught out
don't
here
go
making
with
Stranger
decisions by yourself.
strangers.
You don't trust anybody driving the car.
Well,
Okay, you don't take no rides. What if they leave you
she-
somewhere? What if they push you out the freaking ship?
Well, she
You
did.
don't know what's
She
coming, bro.
left my ass there.
You don't trust
She was like,
nobody like
she's
that.
like, we're loading up the storage, the cargo. I was like, but
CMoney, you had it
I'm your
coming.
cargo.
You
Like,
had
how
it
you
coming.
doing? But that's okay. I ended up stealing. I got what I needed.
Stranger danger. Yes.
I stole another ship and I got my ass out of there. So yeah, I would say I was good with that. Mr. Joy in the Dark, what is up, my man?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you
What's
for
up,
being
Mr. Joy in the
here.
Dark?
Jacob says, CMoney, when Donald Mustard left Epic, lead story designer in Fortnite, Epic did put out a cheat with 3 points. 1, release chapter 4, season 5. 2, release chapter 5. 3, the end of Fortnite. No. Chill, man.
Oh,
Fortnite is still good, bro.
wait. Official, like they announced it that there's release dates for Jack Skellington and Michael Myers.
Okay, when?
I didn't hear about Alan Wake though. But Jack comes out October 23rd, Michael Myers the next day on the 24th. And even though I haven't heard about Alan, I can imagine he'll come out 25th.
Okay, so like basically that week.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
nice.
right, that's dope. That's dope. G maybe
Nice.
was good.
Maybe welcome.
Stranger danger.
He knows.
Unacceptable.
He knows.
That's
See,
hilarious.
you and I will not get caught in a situation like this.
I would never.
CMoney's
Not
out
in
there
a
taking
million.
rides. You get what
Listen,
you get.
I
I would
You know
have
what
killed
I'm
her the
saying?
second I saw
had
her.
to go ahead and take advantage
Mm-mm.
of this
Hey,
mission.
yo,
Mm-mm.
what?
It's just what they wanted me to do. I had to do
Mm-mm.
it. All right, listen. It be what it be.
These hoes ain't loyal, baby.
They ain't loyal.
They ain't
That's
loyal.
true. These are facts that I know. I know that and I understand that. So I get that. All right. Well, with that, that's it, man. We're done. We're going to go ahead and talk about our main
Let's go.
topic of the show right after this. All right.
And they yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Up in
Okay.
your vein,
So
boy.
you guys saw the thumbnail. Okay. Xbox shocks the industry. Starfield wins. ABK is owned. And this is not one of those. This is not like a Randall Thor shocks the industry from one of his videos. He barely makes videos anymore, but if you guys follow him, you know what's up. He always did that to like play it up. Well, we actually shocked the industry because multitude of things happen, but the first and biggest thing that we're going to talk about first, okay, the first thing is Starfield, guys. Starfield, baby. Starfield, the game
Oh,
that
boy.
they went ahead and said was not gonna sell. Oh, 10 million, that's just from Game Pass. That's it. It's just from Game
Calm it
Pass.
down.
Nobody's gonna buy Starfield. Well, this is the fun fact. Pony friends who galloped all over the world
Don't call them
to
friends.
talk smack
Wow.
like the businesses that they may be in real life or not. That's up to listen. Maybe I got a little far with that.
Listen, I saw a
wanna
tweet
attack too
today
hard.
that freaking annoyed the crap out of me. And it was like, why do we have to choose, right? And obviously I knew this was like a PlayStation person. It's like, where was this before? Like,
Oh yeah,
where
of
was
course,
the
of course,
piece?
of
Like,
course.
you guys started this crap. Everybody was running their mouth, talking crap, and now there's room.
Yeah.
Because they don't want the heat now.
Yeah, of course
They don't want the
that's
heat.
exactly what it is. So Starfield, the game that was on Game Pass and 10 million people played it on Game Pass, and that's it. No one purchased this game. No one spent any money. No one at all. Well, for the month of September, guys, let's recall what games came out in September. Okay. So Starfield came out.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat 1
Goated.
came out.
Yeah.
FIFA, EA Sports Football Club, no longer FIFA, but their
Or
soccer game
FC,
came
EA
out.
Sports, some stupid shit like that.
Payday 3 came out.
Mhm.
NBA 2K24 came out.
I forgot that game came out.
And the Crew Motorfest came out.
Good.
Right in front of me, that's what I have.
The big boys.
So for the month of September, Starfield released as the number one most sold game
Sold.
Wow.
for September
Of this year.
September of this year. I
Oh,
don't know
nice.
what year, man. When I mother effing be talking about, man, please.
I thought you were talking about of like all time or some shit.
The September of all time? What do you?
No, the best-selling game in the month of September. You know, the most units sold in that month.
The most.
Madman needs a timeout.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Oh my God.
For the month of September of 2023,
just
debuting
so everybody
amongst
knows.
all the other games that I mentioned prior that were releasing. Mind you, Starfield, out of all the games I listed, was the only game to come into Game Pass. Everything else only came out to be purchased. Big Mad Mo, welcome, my man.
Yeah,
welcome.
baby. Welcome.
So
he says you gotta love it.
You do gotta love it. You do gotta love it. So number one, Starfield for the month of September, physical and full game digital. Okay. This is glorious for us Xbox fans, because the ponies, I wish, I need a, God damn it, John, I need that clip. I need to save that clip.
That was amazing,
Every
John.
time I reference ponies, I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play it because that was amazing. Rashawn, welcome, my man. Welcome. Because that's all I heard. It like this, you just like hear millions of teardrops all over the world from the pony tears, because Starfield was not played so much by people who played on Game Pass. They were played by people who were purchasing this game on a Xbox and on PC, Steam, Xbox app, whatever your heart desires.
Store shelves.
They were being purchased, baby. Starfield was bought more than any other effing game in September.
Aside from being played in game. That's freaking crazy, dude.
Consideration.
That's crazy.
Purchase plus all those Game Pass. Imagine if those Game Pass people didn't exist and it was all had to be purchased.
Yeah.
Crazy. But just purchase, smack the shit out of every single game.
How many release
in September?
No. I just said how many copies? Like 5 million.
Fucking know, man. It's number one. That's the answer. I don't know.
The facts, all right?
Okay. Number one. To be clear, it beat Mortal Kombat 1. You guys know. Let's call it what it is. Mortal Kombat, every time it's released, is one of the highest sold games ever. Okay. Every single year. It hops up to the top of the list. Okay. So it beat the shit out of that. Mortal Kombat was number 2. It beat EA's soccer game, which this is in America, which so it does sell a lot here, but it's not like in the global.
Yeah, those games are big.
But still, it beat that. Payday 3, NBA 2K24. NBA 2K24, man, that's one of the biggest games released in the year. Again, smacked up. Right? Now, this is not where it ends. Okay. So what's that? The Scream thing? But wait,
there's more.
Okay. So September's cool, right? But maybe it was just a fluke, right? September maybe was just a shit month. Okay, so Starfield just happened to be able
Just
to
got
win.
lucky.
Just got lucky.
Just got lucky, guys.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do this. For the year, the entire year, for the entire year, this 1 month of September catapulted Starfield to the number 7 position.
Holy
Number
crap.
7
For the year.
For the year.
For the year. And
For
it's
the
only been
year.
now for over, what, a little over a month?
Only 1 month.
Yep.
And it's number 7 for the year. To put that into context, number 1, Hogwarts Legacy.
Nice.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah, stunning.
Phenomenal game. I still need to go back to finish that.
Yeah, and it is like Harry Potter, so it makes sense. that it's a
Well,
best-selling
again,
game.
that's what. See, I was just gonna say that, but thank you for bringing it up first. Stunner, but it's number 1. Why?
It's Harry Potter.
Because it's Harry motherfucking Potter, and we know those potheads coming out the woodworks to support their game. And to be fair, the game is worth supporting.
Yeah, it's
So
stunning.
that's
It's
just
such a beautiful game.
Jeremy
It's
Brown,
such a
welcome,
big
my
world.
man.
Welcome,
John
love.
DJ, welcome,
Yes,
my man. Eric,
welcome.
welcome, my man. Thank
Sup,
you guys,
bros,
for coming by. Appreciate
broskies.
you. So Hogwarts Legacy, great, number 1, right? But that's also been out since January.
Yes,
Right?
that's
So,
the thing. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
It's
For
a little
the
bit
year.
of time. Little bit of time.
A little bit fewer.
Number 2, The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Goated.
Which,
Yes.
come on. If you're a Nintendo fan, chances are
Yeah, you picked
you
that up.
own it. We are part of the problem. We bought multiple collector's editions of it. So there's that. Then you have Madden, which is number 3. That's from August. But again, these are long-running franchises, right? Nobody's confused as to why Zelda is up there.
Yeah.
Then you have number 4, Diablo 4, which
Another
is
franchise.
owned by Xbox now. First party Xbox game, number 4. But what could be number 5? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2
The new one.
for
Nice.
this year. Last year's game, this year, number
Still
5.
popping.
Okay.
Ugh.
Another Xbox first party game. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. And then number 6, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Which again, by
Yep,
the name,
Star
you know
Wars.
why it's up there.
Because it's Star
Now-
Wars.
That is above Starfield. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. 'cause
So
it's Star Wars.
all huge franchises, humongous franchises that it could be
like
for
even
the
in
most
just
part.
like in media in general, not just
Yeah,
video
just in
games.
media. Like these are huge games. Andrew Cullinane, welcome.
Welcome,
my man.
baby. Welcome.
Avenge Ninja, welcome.
Yes,
Welcome.
Is that
welcome.
Oh, I like that message.
Yes.
Hey guys, finally able to actually type during a live stream. Gotta say, love the content. Keep up the hard work and enjoy
Oh.
the pony salt.
Thank you, baby.
You know, I only take pony salt
I prefer a little bit of horse
over my
pepper.
food. Okay, I just Doodle's making something delicious, and she's like, "What do you? What seasoning you want? You want what's that? Sazon?
Sazon, adobo.
Nah. You want some chili flakes? Nah. What do
Cheyenne.
you want then, babe? I want them pony tears, because I need that sweet saltiness. It's not
Sweet
sweet.
salt.
Sea salt is not sweet,
Ugh.
but pony salt is sweet.
Oh
baby.
my god.
That is the key. All right. So
That
let's
was
just keep that
awesome.
100%. Okay. Now, all huge franchises, right? Boom, Starfield, unknown property. Nobody knows what Starfield is. Okay. Nobody who just walks into a store says Starfield.
Oh boy,
Oh, man.
Starfield.
I've been waiting for this forever. No, okay. Not a mainstream name. Okay. But it got beat by all those people. But who did Starfield beat? Well, let's
Mortal
see.
Kombat, which
Mortal
is a major
Kombat 1.
franchise.
Is right beneath Starfield. Mortal Kombat 1, which is a multi-platform game, comes out everywhere. One of the biggest names in gaming got stomped by Starfield.
We don't know the numbers yet.
Re-
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what I know about the numbers? That they were lower. Okay, they were lower, man. So get your shit together. Okay. Next, Resident Evil 4.
Yo,
Remake.
Resident Evil.
Cool.
Starfield. Who knows Starfield? Nobody. Resident Evil. Who knows them?
All right.
Everybody.
All
Who
right.
got stomped? fucking Resident Evil. By who? Starfield. Okay? Starfield stomped the shit out of Resident Evil. Oh, this one's my favorite. MLB The Show.
Yep. From
The
PlayStation
pony game
Studios.
that came our way and lives in the Game Pass. Stomped. Stomped by Starfield.
I have nightmares of you shouting something.
Listen, but we're gonna end. I'm making my way down on purpose. Okay. So that was number 10. So that's your top 10 right there. After that, Dead Island 2. Game that people have been waiting for forever.
The island is dead.
The island
Has been
been
brutally
stopped
Yeah.
polarized.
by Starfield. Starfield has some big ass 14-inch steel toe boots stomping on all
Monster truck, baby.
bitch ass games.
Monster truck.
Next one. This is the best one, guys. This is the best one.
Get
Starfield,
ready.
remember, 1 month, September. Okay, 1 month, September, 7th for the year. Okay, 1 month only. 1 month only. The next game, number 12 on this list.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Final Fantasy
16.
16.
Yo!
Mm.
I mean, I think
Final
everyone's
Fantasy 16 has been
Final
out
mother
for
freaking fantasy.
how long now? Was this
June.
June was it? June. How's the
4
time
months
work?
roughly.
June, July, August, September.
4 months.
4 months. Starfield, 1 month.
You're no
Final
mathematician.
Fantasy. Hold
But I
on.
see you doing
You-
that
you
math,
know what?
baby. I think
Thank
you're
you.
coming out
I'm
with
trying to get the
results.
numbers right. I don't want
I
to
don't.
mess it
You
up.
don't want to mess out for you guys.
I don't
all right?
want
So
the ponies
use those
to
fingers.
feel like I'm slandering them with incorrect information.
Yes,
If
yes,
I'm going to
no.
slander a pony, it has to be with the facts.
Yes.
Okay. Because what do we learn, Doodle?
From post up,
From Polestar. What do we learn? If it's facts,
it's not slandering if it's fact.
it's not slandering if it's facts. Okay. So we just hitting them with them bars.
Yes.
Okay?
Do your math, baby.
So 4
Go back
months
to
of
your
Final
finger.
Fantasy 16. 16. That means there's more than fucking 15 of them before then that
It's
people
it's
have
known.
been looking
It's
forward to
freaking
buy.
known.
Okay. Final Fantasy 16. 5 spaces below Starfield. And it's been out for 4 months. 4 months. Now, what happened? Hold on. Let me just get this clear. Aren't there like 50 million PlayStation 5s out there?
Yes.
50 million.
Yeah,
That's
a
right.
little
That's right.
obscene.
50 million,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
And I know on Twitter,
And you know those ponies are loyal. You know
they're
what I'm
super
saying?
loyal. They're super loyal. And I
Yeah,
remember Black Viking put out a tweet and I followed up on that tweet. And then somebody replied to me saying, but look at the consoles. We're still winning. We're still winning the consoles. They're still winning the consoles.
Yeah.
That's true. These are facts.
Yeah. These are facts. Those ponies are smart, bro.
They're so smart.
Nothing
They're
gets
so smart.
past the ponies.
You know what? This is what we should do. I
Nothing
want to
gets
talk
past
to
them.
I want to talk to Jim. Oh, Jim is gone. I forgot.
Damn it.
I forgot. He didn't survive
Damn it.
the massacre that
He is
came to
gone.
his career when Phil
Stomped him.
with the ABK deal. So he's gone. I can't talk to him.
No.
And then the Hiroki guy,
He's not in yet.
he's not really
not
in yet
Yeah,
or
yeah.
accessible to me in any
Who we
which
gonna
way.
talk to?
I don't know. I guess I'll just talk to ponies.
They're
right?
hiding though.
So
right
let me
now,
ask you a question.
They're out of the way.
They are out of the way.
Yeah,
So ponies, do you think Sony, do you think they like it better when their consoles are sold and nobody buys the game? Or do they like it when some of the ponies decide to take out their motherfucking wallets and actually fucking spend some money on their first party or exclusive games? What do you think they like more? What do you think? Doodle, you wanna answer that?
Oh, I'm gonna go with number two. Number two. They want them to buy the games, the
They
first
want
party
them to
games.
buy the games. I think that's what it is. I
Yes.
think
I
that's
was
what
gonna
it
go
is.
with number
That's
one.
the winner. I need a
Thank
bell.
you.
Hold on. I
Thank
got
you.
you.
Woo.
Wait. I'm gonna do it for you
I was
because I
nervous
need you
about
to
that
feel
one.
special.
We'll do the family
Ready?
You know what
feud
I'm saying?
thing.
You got it right.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
See that? You got it right.
Yes.
There's no sound for it.
Yes.
But I can get you sound. I gotta make it.
Yeah, make it right.
Here you go. I gotta
Listen,
make
I
it
was
right.
stressing, but you know.
Go ahead.
Had the winning answer.
Well, you
All
did have
right?
the winning answer.
Yes.
You're right. Okay. This is the stupid shit that these people don't understand. It's the most ridiculous argument that they keep going with because they keep trying to flaunt freaking console sales in front of our faces as if anybody gives a shit. It's like saying, you know what? I have 48 cars.
For no
48 cars.
gas.
I got no gas in any of them except for one. It's only one that I drive. Who cares if you have cars that nobody drives, right? Like, this is
Oh my
stupid.
God.
Why have all these consoles that no one is going to spend money on after the fact? This is the issue. This is the hilarious part of it. This is why the pony tiers are so sweet. Because you can't make this shit up. They
No,
got
it's
50 million.
insane, dude.
50 million
It's
consoles out
insane.
there.
I don't understand it. We were having a conversation in our
Come on, man.
Discord, and I was like, okay, so this is the problem because you know PlayStation is too broke to make games,
Yeah.
and the ponies are too broke to buy them. So I don't understand what's gonna happen
Look,
with PlayStation.
it's really simple. Most people don't buy a PlayStation because of, oh man, I just can't wait for it. They're exclusives. People buy it for like two reasons. One, because they look at PlayStation as the bigger brand, and then they're like, oh, most people like PlayStation more. And I know what PlayStation is. It's been around since the 90s, so I'll go with a PlayStation. Or two, they like Spider-Man way too much, and they decide it's worth paying $500 to play Spider-Man because it's not on Xbox. So yeah, that adds up.
Well, this is the thing. Regardless of that, and that does make sense, man.
It does.
Regardless of it, these ponies are disappointing to me. These ponies are disappointing. Oh, disappointing.
Who disappointing?
I just feel like
Yes!
pony could
I-
go in
yeah.
every word that means bad or negative. So they're a disappointment. You know what I'm saying? You just throw it in there and it works. It works in my mind.
Oh my God.
But it's just so sad that this is the route that they unfortunately have been left with. There's nowhere for them to go but down because tiers don't go up, they go down. And that's all that ponies have is tiers left to
That's
cry
all they
about.
got left.
Let's
Now,
go in.
listen,
ahead.
Starfield's really gonna bloom, right? When they start taking back those PlayStations to get some money to get that Xbox and buy Starfield.
Oh, you mean when they trade them in?
Mhm, when they trade
Oh,
them
yeah,
in.
yeah. Listen, the ponies won't do it. It's not the pony, it's the casuals. The ponies, they're so ingrained in that salt. Like that's why their tiers are salt because they just live in it like always. So they can't let it go. If they didn't have that, they wouldn't know who they were, right? So they're gonna be the
They're
same
living in
way.
the pain. Living in
But
the pain.
when they realize that they're not 50 million strong, they're like whatever Final Fantasy. So it wasn't like 3 million,
Yeah.
maybe 5 million. All right, God of War, maybe I don't know, 15 million. Spider-Man is amazing, but those sales don't mean anything as a barometer for anything because that's Spider-Man. It's a casual as game, right?
Maybe you
I
don't
mean
really
the
like
game is casual. I
Spider-Man. You're
mean the
more likely to
casual
get
fans.
Spider-Man than Returnal because it's
Yeah, well,
Spider-Man.
Returnal is a whole nother joke. It was a good game, but I don't like it.
That's really bad jokes.
Yeah, for real. But when those casuals finally realize that it's not cool to be on a console, on a platform that decides that the only thing they want from you is more money without giving you anything back in return, they'll come. And like I said, it's gonna happen. By the end of this generation, the roles will be reversed. Xbox will be the dominant platform. PlayStation will be
I
wondering
mean, I
what the
can't
fuck
see
just
it in
happened.
any other way.
There is
Even
no
if
other way.
PlayStation gets it together and they start, gradually producing, it
Absolutely.
just catching up will be
There's nothing
nearly
for them to do.
impossible.
They
There's
can't.
nothing to fight back with.
They have no money.
That's
They have
the
no
problem.
money to
You
do this
can't
shit.
do anything if you don't have the funds to do it.
Like, you know how like sometimes you go see like a homeless person, right? And you're like, like, all right, I'm gonna go help, right? And then you got like the people who are like, okay, I'll help. Here's $1, right? And it's like, oh man, thank you so much. But the homeless guy's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this $1, right? I can't go buy something for the $1 menu meal because it's $1.06. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give me the food,
Yeah.
right? So then you got the people who are like, all right, here's like $5, here's $10 here, homeless dude. Like, Yeah,
Enjoy.
sure, it's
Do
appreciated,
something.
but it's not the same. Sony's broke ass, they went to go donate to the thing that's going on, and they gave like 2 mil, right? Like $2 million. That's all they gave. Like $2 million is a lot of money, but not for like war. You're not
Yeah.
you're gonna donate to the war. Like $2 million, keep that shit, bro. They ain't gonna do anything with that.
I
Come on,
get
man.
it. I get it. I get it. The
Okay.
scale of it all.
It's just listen, I don't have a problem with broke people, right? We're all broke.
I mean,
Right?
I
None
do.
of us are rich, but I'm talking about these companies. Like, listen,
You gotta
you can
come
say
through.
what you want, but we back the homie with bank, okay? Because he gives to us. He's our sugar daddy. He goes ahead and he gives us all these beautiful things, all this jewelry and Game Pass. It's all there, right? Just for us, okay? We take that shit and we like it and we're happy with it.
I get
This
it.
other dude, he's running around. He ain't giving nothing.
Well, what other dude are you talking to?
Tony, they ain't giving nothing.
Okay, because I thought you
Right?
were talking about Jimmy. I'm like, Jimmy is gone, dude.
Oh no, Jimmy's.
Yeah, don't talk to Jimmy.
We don't know where
You don't
he
want to
is. I feel
hear
bad for him.
anything. I don't even know where he's at.
Let's see where we are with the chat. All right.
Let's go.
PlayStation's dog shit first party roadmap. I love that name. Pony Salt is potent. Facts.
It is.
Timmy, what's good, my man? He says,
Welcome.
"What up, B Money?
Timmy.
B Money's alter ego." Welcome, Timmy. Welcome. Bunty, what is good, my man? What
Welcome,
is good?
baby.
Jeremy says Resident Evil 4 Remake is my game of the year, but I haven't put down Starfield since I bought the early access, so Starfield might be my new game of the year. Listen, Jeremy, I'm glad you said that, because I think there's a lot of people who have emotional ties to certain games, right? Like a Resident Evil 4. You're like, oh man, that felt right.
That game is dope. Like,
Yeah, I want to beat
really,
it so
really
badly. I have to put the foot down. I'm gonna
Yeah.
beat it. I'm gonna beat it.
it's
You just
perfect
gotta
this
do it, bro.
month too, Madman, for you
I
to
know.
finish that game.
I know, spooky
I'm-
month. But you got Starfield, and just like you said, you haven't put it down. That's because it's amazing. And you, my friend, are amazing because amazing people do amazing things. And if you're playing Starfield, you're amazing. So yeah, that works really well. Jesse, welcome, my man. Thank you for
Hola.
coming, man. Thank you.
Welcome, Jesse.
Cullen Prime, welcome.
Welcome, baby.
Look, see, I'm not the only one. He says it looks like Cyberpunk 2077 is coming to Game Pass.
Gee.
Now, I don't know why you think it's coming to Game Pass, but I think something special is happening because
I'm trying to say they're gonna buy CD Projekt Red.
that's a possibility. But that
Ah.
new Wake Up trailer, which we'll go into, does have only first party in there, right? The whole thing is all first party until the very end, where suspiciously V from Cyberpunk is there. Now, people say it's because, well, they have the marketing rights. Okay,
That's fair.
that's fair. But they also have marketing rights to other things, I'm going to assume.
Exactly.
Well, back in the early 2010s, they had the marketing rights to Tomb Raider, so they had Laura Croft up there with the big boys like Master Chief and Forza Car. So you know,
No, but that was
maybe one day
no,
they'll
that
expire.
when they were doing that, it was exclusive.
Well, maybe they're cooking something up like an exclusive.
Okay, well, this is
costume.
the
I don't know.
point, not an exclusive console, because that was a
Oh, I
dope
said
ass trailer
costume.
to put him in, to just put him in at the end. I'm either thinking, like Cullen, you said, Game Pass. Are we gonna get it in there soon? I think it's time.
I
That
feel
would
like
be
that's
dope.
a lot of commitment too, though. Like to throw them in there.
What do you mean?
I
to throw
feel
it
like
into Game
it's
Pass?
like it's no. I'm sorry to put them in that trailer. I feel like it's something
Yeah, like
bigger.
that means
Like
big.
yes, like that's like putting a ring on it type
Yeah,
of situation.
like that's a
Like
huge
you're
thing.
a part of, like you got to understand what was portrayed in this video, right?
Yeah, man.
And what it means to us. And so to just throw that in there,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel
telling
like
you,
it comes with
CD
baggage.
Projekt, maybe they're coming home. Maybe feels like, you know what, you guys did it.
Let's hug it out.
And this is the thing, you know,
I think with the controversy, I don't know.
before CD Projekt Red was like a waste of a purchase because they took so long to make that one game. But now they have like 6 games that they already have planned out in like different Witcher games, Cyberpunk,
And
a
a new
new
IP,
IP.
which I'm excited.
Like they are growing, and this is the perfect time for Microsoft to scoop them up and be like, all right, now grow with big daddy dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big daddy dollars. Grow now. You know what I'm saying? This pain. Welcome, my man.
Welcome, baby.
Welcome, my
What's
man.
up,
Boricua's
Liz,
in the house. Poppy PR, what is up? Thank you, sir. Eastside Vandal, what is good, homie?
Welcome,
He
baby.
said, I thought I heard someone talk that shit. Looks like I found him. Eastside, you know how
Always
we
check
do.
in here.
You
It's
know
probably us.
how we do, homie. Jeremy says Starfield has outsold both Final Fantasy 16 and Forspoken.
Oh,
I was
Forspoken.
told both those games were gonna outsell Starfield. This is the the funny shit, Jeremy. Not only did Starfield outsell them, they outsold Starfield outsold them both combined.
That's you.
Okay, as one entity, they've been destroyed.
I mean,
So,
one could be.
yeah.
You wouldn't be caught dead
Farku
with
says,
Forspoken.
go ahead, man. I'm sorry. What you saying?
I mean, not even like your grandma will be caught dead with Forspoken. You know, like that's like no one wants.
Yeah,
that.
you know, I
It's like
can't even.
rats. You just want to get them out. That's all.
Damn.
You would never take one in.
I kind of feel that. Like, I don't think I would even try it. I don't know. I didn't. It's just I had no interest. Farku says, break those pony legs. Damn, poor guys. That's vicious.
I don't
Jesse
mind
B.
though. I
Jesse
don't
B, my
mind.
man,
I get
welcome.
it.
I get that. Says, I've learned I play good games while they worry about how our games sell. Yes. I'm telling you, they don't play games, they play Twitter. That's it. They
They
live in that.
do. I
life.
don't understand how they
They're
spend that
obsessed
much time in
with
there
Xbox, bro.
talking crap. And like even like if you go in there, like just go for just to engage, right? But not engage in the way that they do. Like in the ignorance level, it's like a whole other situation.
Yeah.
Again, I've said it before, but like some of it is concerning. Like it's so disattached from reality that you're like, damn, like that's a lot of salt you've been having.
It's so much salt.
You know what I
It's so
mean?
much salt. But I'm telling you, I'm just living in it so well. Like the sweetness of their salty tears. And again, pony tears, they're sweet. They're not salty. That's the crazy part of it.
On
Okay?
that
They taste
freaking it
so
does
good.
because dude, so that Twitter post that I put up, it had like so someone a pony put in a comment and then he came back the next day, like early morning. I'm like, yo, you've been thinking about
Yeah,
me.
yeah. You've been
Like,
living
I
this life.
tormented your ass to the point that you
Oh
woke
my
up the
God.
next day to write back to me again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny and it's so entertaining and it just brings happiness, you know, just watching these ponies cry. You know,
It's
we've earned it. We've
satisfying.
earned
That's
it.
what it
It's
is. It's
satisfying. That's exactly what it
satisfying.
is.
You know?
Agreed. Jacob says, imagine if Starfield can dethrone Starfield. Listen, that's some Matrix shit right there, but it's possible.
You gotta believe in
PlayStation's
yourself.
dog shit first party roadmap. I'm gonna say it out loud every single way. I'm not gonna shorten your name, bud. No. We're rocking it every time. Ponies don't buy games. They don't.
They don't. I
These are
don't.
just facts.
Like you couldn't pay them to pay for a game.
Yeah, facts. 100%. Avenged Ninja says they can't claim consoles. No, they can't. They are garbage doo-doo. Colin Prime says, didn't you guys know that ponies make money from every PlayStation 5 sale? You would think, Colin, you would
It
think.
seems that way because they're
You
so
would think.
freaking committed. And again, like, listen, this is the problem. And again, the pitch before when they were able to go ahead and pay off these exclusives.
Yes.
Aside from like the initial check, it's also the allure of look at the amount of systems that we sold. And as that narrative, it's like destroyed.
Yep.
I mean, what kind of exclusives can they really like get? You know what I mean? What third party studio is out there like, yo, I can't wait to get this on PlayStation? As we know, every box is different, right? It has different specs, and it's that much more difficult to go ahead and figure things out for different boxes. We're looking at a bigger problem here if we really think about it. Right? When we're looking at the amount of sales versus the amount of boxes that are out there. It was exciting maybe to go ahead and bring these games. But how are these developers feeling right now when it comes to making the game for a PlayStation box?
At this point, if you're a developer and you decide that you want to make your game only exclusive to PlayStation, then I will say that you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And this is why. Final Fantasy 16 is one of the biggest names out there, and that shit couldn't do well on the PlayStation 5. What do you think your shitty ass unknown game is gonna do? Okay,
Unknown.
stop being a dumbass.
Unknown
Everybody who's gotten in bed with Sony, every person who's gotten in bed with Sony
was not
was
satisfied.
not satisfied.
Well,
They were not.
that only occurs unless like if like you can't make a game without a backup, you know, like someone to back you up. And Xbox is like, I am so appalled by your game, just stay away from me and my console. And PlayStation's like, yeah, sure, we'll do it.
That
Yeah,
would
no,
be
they-
the only way that will maybe come about.
Fun
But
fact,
I
they
don't feel
actually happened
Philly's
to
not
heavy
in that
rain.
in
Did you
that
know that they
mindset.
couldn't make it on their own? They needed help, and they were talking to Xbox, but Xbox refused because they didn't like the child abduction policy. But PlayStation was like, heck, like, yeah, let's do it. And you know,
Right,
that's
but
how
that's a
it's
different
exclusive.
PlayStation. That's like talking about, you know, your dead uncle. You know what I'm saying? That
Wait, I
PlayStation
have a dead
doesn't
uncle.
exist anymore.
What?
The PlayStation that
What
we
an
have
analogy,
now
see.
is
What an
completely
analogy.
different.
Top notch.
That is not the PlayStation we knew and loved back in the day. This is the trash
I'm gonna
fire
take a sip for
PlayStation.
that one.
They don't even know who they are. So how do these ponies even know who they're repping? It's crazy. Jeremy Brown says Phil caught a body. We're up on the scoreboard. Yes, we are.
Nice.
Facts. Dusty Uno says Phil stomped the yard on point. Facts.
Let's
Absolutely, he
go.
did. Jacob Blaze says Sony ponies like it in their
Oh my
conejo.
god.
Hey, yo, what?
Oh my god. I haven't heard that word.
I haven't heard that word. I didn't read the whole thing first. I just read it as I saw it. Big Bad Mo says PS is the casual gaming console. That is 100% the reality of what it is. And if anybody, any pony tells you different, they are, as they all are, delusional. The numbers don't lie, man. If you got 50 million hardcore gamers on your system, then you should be selling at least half of them.
At least,
At
dude.
least
Like,
half on a normal, consistent basis.
Yeah.
Not your Spider-Mans that are geared towards the casual market. The hardcore games should be selling that amount, but they're
Yeah.
not. So let's just call it what it is.
I
you
got a
know?
real question. Do you think Wolverine will appeal to the casual fucks, or is that Spider-Man reserved?
No, anything superhero is going to be casual. Even doesn't matter. It's not casual game. It's just for the casual market, meaning it's for superhero fans who like games will buy that game, but they won't buy, you know,
God of War.
Final Fantasy because it's not doesn't line up with what they want.
He doesn't wear a
Okay.
cape.
Eastside says they like spending money in Call of Duty. They do. They do. And they, you know what's funny? I said it, I forgot where I said it, but if we think about everything that transpired with that and how Jim said, without Call of Duty, we are duty, right? Like we are nothing. We'll never, you know, get back to our greatness. We can't survive, all this fun stuff, right? They were fighting so hard for their 20% cut of Call of Duty. 20%. Without that 20% cut of Call of Duty, they're nothing.
yeah.
Right? So if 20% without it made Call of Duty nothing, what the fuck is 70% gonna do to Xbox? They're getting that 70% now, not 20, not 30. They're getting 70 now. Once that 20% is up to 30, because Call of Duty is not marketed by PlayStation anymore, Xbox taking that 70 cut. If PlayStation can fund all those single player bangers that you guys love, the ponies over there, and us PlayStation fans actually like to play, imagine what Xbox is going to be able to bring us with the 70%. That's just the shit that blows my mind. Obviously, most of that is going to making the game, right? But still, you're getting a huge cut of it.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest deal is that 70%, like you said, it's probably going to go right back into it. But dude, I'm excited to see what Call of Duty is going to be. Like, great. Call of Duty, huge game, sells a lot. What is it going to become? I really think that they should do it every other year. I think we need to drain the ponies in that aspect.
Drain
yeah.
the ponies.
Yes.
Drain them.
We need to do that.
Hmm.
You know, have them lose a little bit of weight. But I do think that they need to take a little bit more time and give us something that, like, they're not on a we need to go ahead and make this every year basis. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
do think
Yeah.
the extra money and the
Yeah.
time to get creative is going to benefit Call of Duty a
I agree
lot.
100%.
And so it's going to benefit the fans.
I agree 100%. And I love how you put that thought out there where by making it every 2 years, they're actually hurting PlayStation,
Of course, if
which
they
is phenomenal.
listen, with that narrative, we can't survive without Call of Duty. Can you imagine now
Yeah.
on top of it, making
That's
it
wild.
every other year?
That's wild for
I
sure.
listen, talk about revenge. If I
We
will
know
tell
Phil's
you,
got it in him.
Phil, listen, get him good. I'm just
Get him.
saying because
Absolutely.
Go get
listen,
him, Dalgas.
they put them through a lot.
He did.
I think payback is
Way too
necessary.
much.
Revenge would be sweet.
Mhm.
So sweet. You can
Avenge Ninja
taste it.
says they might have more consoles, but not much in terms of engagement. How do you have 50 million consoles but can't cross 10 million units
Yo,
sold
that's
for games?
mind
It doesn't
blowing.
add up.
It does
It
not,
doesn't.
baby. You're
It
right.
doesn't.
It
Ain't
does
nobody
not
over
make
there to
any
play.
sense.
They're not there to play the first party games, bro. They're there to buy Call of Duty. They're there to buy Madden. They're there to buy NBA 2K24. They're there to buy Mortal Kombat. They're there to buy fucking the football game from EA.
I
That's
just
what they're
don't
there for.
understand when, like, again, this is obviously we're gonna see the changes come in nice and slow. We're gonna see the shift.
Wait a minute,
But
isn't
the
Madden
crazy
from
thing, I just
EA?
don't understand the point anymore of
It
like
is.
buying a freaking PlayStation when you can have an Xbox and get Game Pass. Again, they are gonna have to really up it with the Spider-Man games in order
Yeah.
to keep people coming in just for that one game.
Agreed.
I don't know.
Agreed.
We'll see how the
This is the
sales come
problem.
in.
This
I'm
is the
excited
problem
to
with
see
that Sony's in though. It's like they can make the best games ever. Even they make Last of Us 3, one of the greatest games of all time. Amazing, beautiful. It doesn't matter because that and one other game maybe will be the only games we got from Sony that year. Xbox is going to have an onslaught of games that are first party, that are ours, that are at a high bar, not relying on what third party is going to come up with. Third party is going to be just icing on the cake.
Mhm.
Xbox is now the cake. You get that? It's different, right? They're the cake now. Third party is icing. For PlayStation, first party is icing. Third party is the cake. Do we understand that?
So I guess
We do.
this
I
whole
don't like
scenario, this whole thing with Xbox, it kind of
That's
teaches
why we
us a
don't like
lesson, a very important lesson to learn.
What?
If you want to, make a legacy in the gaming industry, just buy it.
Okay. Well,
That's not a knock, but like that's incredible.
Oh,
They
he's
own
referring
everything
to
now.
Philly buying everything.
it's
If you want to go
impossible for
ahead
them
and
to
make,
not have
listen,
games available.
when you have the
Okay.
money, this is the bottom line, and we can't be like oblivious to the idea of what money can do. Obviously, if you have the right mentality, right, when it comes to business, which again, I'm going back to when you understand, I'm going to go to when you understand business. If you know business, right? Because again, they had the money, PlayStation had the money to buy Bungie, they spend the money, and that was the dumbest deal ever made. When you have the money, right, to buy, and you understand business, and you have a roadmap of what you want to do, hell yeah. Obviously, we can't be oblivious to the idea that money doesn't matter. Like money does matter,
facts.
especially in this industry. Look at what's happening to Sony. Look at what happened to PlayStation.
Yeah.
It does matter.
100%.
It
Facts.
can fix anything. Let's put it that way, or at least help a lot.
Yeah. It's just, it blows my mind that people are like trying to judge Microsoft because they're buying what they want. It's like,
Oh, I wasn't
oh,
digging,
listen,
but
you
sure.
shouldn't listen. Nobody should have jewelry, right? Because some people can't afford jewelry, so we shouldn't have jewelry, or you shouldn't have a nice house or a nice car because some people don't have nice houses or they can't buy a nice car. Like the idea doesn't make
It's
any
freaking
sense.
ridiculous. It
You
does
know what I'm saying?
not.
Like it
And
doesn't make any
listen,
sense.
again, that money was sitting there. That money was there before. Again, this was a reaction. And I can't stand the fact that they want to be judgmental now because things are not going their way.
It was
Or
just
even
a
actually,
joke.
I'm gonna say it like it is. Some freaking Xbox fans are out there saying that we shouldn't buy everything. We should buy whatever the hell we want. We should go
Facts.
ahead. We started. Why will we stop? To give them breathing room? What the fuck kind of situation is that?
Listen,
No, Buy what you
Microsoft,
gotta buy. Do what you want to do. This was not something that they said, this is how we're starting to do things and this is what it is, right?
facts,
Starfield, they had to buy Bethesda in order to get Starfield. What happened with the 2 games before that they made?
exclusive.
Exactly. And so this was a reaction to the bullcrap that was taking place. Had they continued in that path, there would have been no more Xboxes. That's a possibility. Understand that. If that
Yeah, if
money
Phil
didn't
didn't
come
spend,
in
if
and
Phil
Phil
didn't do
didn't
what he
go
had to
ahead and
do,
buy the studios and
facts.
was smart enough to know what to do, who to buy, okay? How to invest and what to do with them once he had them. Because you could buy anything, and if you don't know what to do with it, then it's dog shit. Still,
Facts. Facts. Well, we know Satya is involved now, so the money is there.
the money's
And
rolling,
listen,
baby.
ponies, it's not our fault that you backed the wrong horse. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You guys got the broke team. You know, Xbox was the broke team, even though they were owned by Microsoft. They were the broke team.
Yeah.
That's why they
How many
didn't have
studios did they have before they started?
5, bro. 5.
Exactly.
They didn't
Exactly.
have the means to do anything because Microsoft wasn't opening up the purse strings. They weren't
Exactly.
giving them the money.
They couldn't
Guess
make
what?
anything exclusive.
We got the money
Yes,
now.
they didn't
We
have
got the
enough
money
to go
All the
ahead and
money.
now.
polish their own game, nor the time with 5 studios, and that got fixed.
So we got 20 years to make up for.
Yes.
So be prepared.
Find somebody
okay?
to cry to, Sony. You know what I'm saying? Get a sugar daddy.
Listen, we got 20 years to make up for. Okay. If Microsoft was all in 20 years ago, the way that they are now, this would have been a whole different landscape of gaming. But that being said, we got Phil now, so I'm glad everything played out the way
I
it
don't
played
know
out.
that wallet being open would have been as beneficial as it is right now. Like this whole thing that Phil is doing, like
Well,
this
Game Pass
was
exists
so
now, which it
Game
didn't
Pass.
before, and
Yes,
that's a
Game
huge thing.
Pass and this take that this path that he's going, like taking. It's just it's perfect so far. I'm excited to see what the next move is, who they're gonna buy. I'm pumped.
Absolutely. And we are going to be in for some real fun shit. But let me get back to the chat over here. Bunty says, "You crack me up." So funny. Well, thank you so much for being here, man. We appreciate you. FarQ says, "CMoney, they got nothing else to do other than play the numbers game." That, my friend, is what's so sad.
Typical PlayStation.
Absolutely. Jeremy Brown says Sony has a pseudo ecosystem. They have a shit ecosystem. They suck. Bunty says, like King David said, scalpers got them consoles.
Yes.
Yo, facts.
Yes.
Jeremy says PlayStation relies too heavily on third-party support. Yeah, not only support, but strong holding them, right? Throwing their weight around.
I think that's the problem, see. I think
Right.
that's the big problem, Jeremy. They do, and they also don't know how to treat them. Treat them right. You
They
know what I'm
don't.
saying? Like
That's why.
if they I mean, man,
Well,
it goes a long way. That's all I'm saying.
PlayStation's dog shit first party roadmap says, for me, it was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's the only reason I bought a PlayStation 5.
Still got to beat Remake.
Well, I hope that game comes out as good as it looks. But now that I know that Square is in bed so heavily with Microsoft now, it'll come our way. I feel it. and I'll
Listen,
get it then.
I get you. Like we have the systems, right? Why? Because they make their own games. I'm disappointed though with what they've been doing lately. I'm quite annoyed. And if I didn't have an Xbox, this is what I don't understand. Because if I didn't have an Xbox and a Switch and like the other stuff, like what would I be feeling right now if I didn't see the games that they were working on and I didn't have if I didn't have an idea of what they're
Yep.
planning, what's coming, I would be really annoyed. Even with Spider-Man, I'll be like, then what's next though? Like, what are you going to do for me? Why did I buy your box? That's what I want to understand.
Agreed.
I want the reasons and I want them to make sense.
Agreed. 100%. Jagger Blaze says disappointment. I tell you,
I like it.
start using it. It works, man. Pony goes into a lot of words. Ponies are hive-minded, says Real Island Gaming. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Darren says PlayStation bread and butter is gone now. They can't afford to make their so-called AAA bangers anymore. Prepare for more remakes and remasters. looks like that's exactly what
That's
they're doing.
annoying. That's really annoying. Again, let's go back to like The Last of Us. If I feel like not enough time, and here they go again with the same nonsense. But at the same time, you're like, that's all they can do. But not really. Go make the freaking games. Go make the
Absolutely.
games.
Absolutely. Dusty Uno says Evil Within is free on Epic, and Evil Within 2 will be free next week. No, that's a public service announcement. Go get it. It's free. Doesn't cost you
Perfect for
anything. So
October.
definitely do it. Oh snap. Real Island Gaming with those bars. This is Sony's last generation on top.
I agree with you. I have to agree. I agree.
Absolutely. Avenged Ninja says technically they don't have Spider-Man anymore to just themselves. Activision has the old games, and all Xbox needs to do is just ask Disney if they could reactivate them. Yo, that's facts. I wonder. I want to know the extent of that. Like, can you do remakes of old games? Is that a loophole? You know what I'm saying? So 2005 Spider-Man game, I take it, remake it with today's graphics. Is that doable? I don't
know. That could
I
be
don't know.
tricky.
We gotta see.
But sometimes these things are possible. Just the questions aren't asked. So you might be onto something, C.
Facts. Jesse B says every time I wait for games and buy them on sale, they come to Game Pass. LOL. Gotham Knights did that to me most recently. I feel that. Guys, we are way backed up on this chat. It's crazy. So this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go back to the bottom, and if you guys wrote something that you want me to read, put it in there, and we will do that. I'll go to this one. Bigger Reality says, I'm so glad I got an Xbox and a Switch, because if I only had a PlayStation 5, I would go nuts.
Exactly.
Facts.
Thank
100%.
you.
Dion Hayes, welcome, my man.
Welcome, baby.
Says PlayStation fanboys mad on Twitter or X because Spider-Man has plenty cutscenes and it doesn't last long, only 12 hours in the game. They are never happy.
Never. Like, you could not ever please them.
They can never be satisfied. And you know why? Because the reality is that they're not actually enjoying the games that they get. They know that they're the same game. If you played look, I'm just gonna call it what it is. Spider-Man 2 is Spider-Man 1 amped up, right? And that's good.
Even IGN admitted it in their review that it's basically next to each other. You don't really tell much difference.
There's a lot of people who bought a PlayStation 5 this generation who didn't play Spider-Man before because they didn't have a PlayStation 5. So they just played Spider-Man 1. Now they're hopping into Spider-Man 2, and it's like, well, that's disappointing that this is more of the same. Right?
Yeah.
So Bigger Reality says Xbox got so many studios, it's crazy. Oh, Jacob says I need to go, man. I know.
Oh,
it's late,
Jacob,
thank you so
have
much
an
for
awesome
coming
night,
back with us,
baby.
bro.
See you, Jacob.
He says Xbox may have already acquired studios after ABK closed. I believe so, to be honest with you. He says IOI is a must. Facts. G maybe says Sony tightened their purse strings while squeezing the devs. Microsoft opened the coffers to help the devs achieve their creative dreams. Old adage, you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah,
baby.
And
if you ain't got money, you're fucked.
I like that. I like that.
I like that you added that to the end. It was good. It was good. This pain says, it's going to be crazy if they don't mention Spider-Man 2's numbers of sales. That means it didn't sell well. Well, if we don't hear by tomorrow,
that's true. That's a great
first
point.
day sales, then something ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll sell, but I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will it sell enough?
All right. So that's the real question.
To make a wave and impact on their wallet.
All right. So let's get back to this.
Let's go.
Okay. So now you may be saying to yourself, yes, Starfield is number 1 for September, but that's only in America. Okay. Everywhere else, it did dog shit. Okay. That's how we know, because everywhere else it sucked.
Bro, I thought it was
nobody bought
sales.
Starfield. Cool. Okay. Well,
isn't that
fun
worldwide?
fact, we have European data for physical and digital sales. Now, you guys are right. In Europe, it's not number 1.
It's number 0.
EA Sports Football Club is number 1.
Ew.
Because in Europe, they love the
soccer.
shit out of their soccer. And got to respect that, right? Got to respect it. And unfortunately, we have to go so far down to find Starfield. You have to go all the way down to number motherfucking 2. Okay? Number two, dose, okay? 2 is Starfield in Europe. Interesting. Interesting. In Europe, it also beat NBA 2K24. It also beat the Crew Motorfest, Mortal Kombat 1, Payday, Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Redemption 2, Titanfall 2. Ooh, Titanfall 2 coming back up in Europe. Dope. And
Random.
Hogwarts
Cool.
Legacy, number 10.
Mm.
Guys, tell a pony you love that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's time to hug the ponies, you know.
Yeah, I think we need to
The ones you
have like an
know, they
outreach
need
program for them.
that phone call. They need that comfort.
Yeah,
Tell them everything's gonna be all right.
I agree. It's you know, when you look at America it being number 1, and then you look at Europe it being number 2, and then we go a step further because even though it is in Europe, Germany just by themselves broke out and went ahead and let us all know that it was also number 2 in Germany. So let's just say that as it is right now, Starfield is a motherfucking force to be reckoned with. Okay.
I have to agree.
Yep, for sure.
Again,
This-
while in Game Pass, dude, that's
This
what
is the
blows
thing.
my
That's what
freaking
gets me,
mind.
dude. You're going to go ahead and see that Starfield is in Game Pass in all of these territories, yet still
Whooping ass.
whooping ass. And Jesse B brings out a phenomenal point. It's number 2 in a market dominated by
Yeah,
PlayStation.
baby.
Dominated by
Yes.
PlayStation. Now it's
Yeah, that's-
funny
yeah, that's
because you
true.
write dominated, right? But the fun fact is when I read that top 10, there wasn't a motherfucking PlayStation game in sight. Where are you, PlayStation games? Where are you? None. 0. So they dominate in what? In console sold. But again, if you ain't running your console and buying games on the platform, what does it matter? It matters nothing. That's exactly what it matters. Oh, PlayStation's dog shit first party roadmap says if Spider-Man 2 doesn't outsell Starfield, I'm going to show no mercy to these ponies.
Yo, this
Listen.
is the thing. That's gonna be crazy when we're comparing those numbers.
That is going to be
Those
crazy.
numbers are next.
November.
This is crazy. And I'm sorry, but I don't think it's not looking good, ponies. It's
Dude.
not looking good.
Listen. So listen, to be fair, PlayStation, I'm sorry, Spider-Man has a real chance of
Surpassing Starfield.
doing it because there's so many casual gamers over there. That being said, if they don't, I'm 100% with you. PlayStation's dog shit first party roadmap, I'm right there with you. There'll be no mercy to be had. They might as well just fucking just quit Twitter. Just quit. Put in a resignation because we know that's how they treat it. It's like they work there.
Put it on your resume.
Yeah. It's
We're out. We're out.
You need to go.
You know, yeah, let us know.
For sure. Add to that, PlayStation games have been out longer or exclusive ones, and it's still outselling them. Facts.
That's the thing, dude. It's been just a little over a month. It blows my mind. That's crazy.
Well, it's not over a month. They're not counting anything that happened in October. They're literally just counting the month of September.
Got you.
So
shit.
yeah.
It's worse than I thought.
Yeah, it is worse than you thought. Darren says PlayStation games, put them to sleep.
Yeah. You
I
the
get it.
midst, just typing it.
Yeah, that's it. He just knocked out.
I
He didn't
got
even get to
nothing
finish
else
his
to
statement.
say. That's
Jesse B
it.
says they don't buy games and they talk about us. That's all they do. Even at 10%, if 50 million, Starfield had 10 to 12 million in the month. It's unreal. It wasn't even in the month, my dude. It was just like that week. that it
was
released.
crazy.
When it finally released, they put out the numbers and said 10 mil. Nobody even, it's funny because we talk about all these different games and their concurrence on Steam because apparently that's the biggest thing in the world. 2 million people were playing Starfield at the same time across everything. Come on, man. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Bigger Reality says Starfield Game of the Year or Mario Wonder.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
listen.
Mario Wonder has a higher Metacritic.
Well, if that was what we were gonna be basing it off of, then we wouldn't even be talking about Starfield, right?
yo,
Because Starfield got molested by IGN.
Hey, yo.
Okay. So
yeah, they got
and
really
the other bigger outlets that wanted to try to throw
follow
down on
with.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Starfield should win for sure. Easy. Mario Wonder is going to be a fantastic game, but it's
Yeah, I
like
can't
the
wait to
scope
play.
is not even on the same stratosphere. You're talking a 2D game versus Starfield that literally gives you the universe to explore. I think the scale's a little different.
I think so too. But yeah, I mean, I do want to point out the fact that Spider-Man 2 and Mario Wonder are coming out on the same day.
That's
They are.
wild.
I'm interested to see what that means.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it, but yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they both did really well. I mean, we're gonna talk about it, but I think the Starfield is the game that should win for sure.
Game of the year?
Yeah, game of the year for sure. John TJ says Xbox now owns 44 studios, including support studios. 40.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's
40
from 5.
4.
They start at 5.
5 to 44.
5
that's fucking
to 44.
asinine, bro. That's asinine.
Wait, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Super Mario Wonder is gonna sell more than both of them combined. That's for damn sure.
You think so, man?
Nah.
We'll see
You're
those
you're
numbers.
thinking
Mario games sell
yeah,
crazy.
you're not both of them combined. Starfield has the legs of a Nintendo game. You understand? Go Google how many copies of Skyrim have been sold. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. But at the end of the day, Mario Wonder is going to sell because that's just what they do over there. But Starfield
60 million.
yeah,
That's pretty good
60 million. Yeah, and that's
across all consoles.
Yep. But Starfield being exclusive, being on PC, I mean, we already see it. It's already the game just came out number 7 for the year. It's a huge deal. It's going to be long lasting. Jesse B says PlayStation should sell 5 to 6 if they're lucky, unless it's just zeitgeist title that casuals want. Well, that's exactly it. That's why Spider-Man will do better, just because it's in the zeitgeist.
Like, let's put it this way: the first one was the best-selling PS4 game of all time. It had like 27 million units sold,
which is sad because there's 140 million PlayStation 4s. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's why the numbers suck, dude. Rashawn says, CMoney forever, that the only piece of shit game in top 20 for the year is a Game Pass game. MLB The Show. For sure. For sure.
I don't know what they see in that game. It's baseball.
Yeah, it's crazy. General Spartan, what is good, my man?
Welcome, baby.
Welcome. Says that there's going to be a flood of games for 2024 onward. Nothing is stopping them, not even the FTC. Nope. Bigger Reality says Mario is going to sell regardless.
Yeah, it's going to sell like crazy.
For sure. I mean, Nintendo is not PlayStation. If there's 100 and how many Nintendo Switches are out there?
Like 100 something at this point. I got
okay. Well, I thought you had the numbers in your mind.
Well, I didn't just remember. I'm not thinking about the numbers all day.
Like that. Like they're not Sony, right? When people buy a Switch for first party games, they show up for the first party games. So that's gonna be the it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
T-Mary says gotta go, man. Football night, gotta help the band.
Oh, have an awesome night, love.
Thank you for coming, man.
As of February, it's sold 122 million units.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, people are gonna show up. I mean, it's gonna be long. It's not like 100 million people are gonna show up tomorrow to go buy it.
I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. That
Christmas
game,
time. By the end of Christmas,
so
we'll get big numbers from those
and
games.
creative. I'm glad.
Facts.
And again, I do love the fact that they make different branches of like Mario. They didn't stop making the 2D Mario because now they've made a 3D Mario. Like they they cater to everyone. So I'm really looking forward to this one because the 2D, for some reason, for me personally, I enjoy it a lot more than the 3D Mario for some reason or another.
Yeah. Do you remember the time where, like, I'm sure you guys remember because you were younger, but where like 2D Mario is pretty much extinct? Like once the GameCube and N64 came out, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The only 2D Marios you got were like the Mario Advance series, and they were just re-releases of classic Mario games but like crammed into a cartridge, and it was just remakes and remasters for the longest time until New Super Mario Bros. On the DS.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
They need to. It's so annoying that they just stopped making the DS.
It's not. What do you mean?
It's
What?
upsetting because they don't work. They're not like the little cartridges. Like if you have the games.
Oh, they're not. It's not
DS
backwards compatible. No.
And your DS fails, then it's like done.
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Yo, Mac, what's good, my man?
So those remaster
Welcome.
some games.
Welcome.
Yeah, my DS is out.
Or virtual console one day. Like if they do like the Switch Online, but maybe you get to a point where maybe they have DS games.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, we're going to be talking Nintendo in a little while, so let's keep that there so we can talk about that. We have Dion Hayes. Metacritic is just like Rotten Tomatoes. When critics review a movie that they don't like, but the public likes the movie and give it a better score, they're all the same. Agreed, Dion. It's so bullshit. It's ridiculous.
I've learned almost to like do the opposite when it comes to movies. I feel, and it's this weird thing, and we've said it before, like anytime it gets a bad review, we go to the freaking movies or we wait to watch the movie because it got a bad review. We watch it and we're like, what kind of crack were they on when they were reviewing this freaking movie?
Well, hold on. There are times where it's fair. Like the Emoji Movie getting 7%. I think we can agree with the critics.
Okay, so obviously there's always certain times where certain things are fine, right? But the majority of time that we deal with this, we always end up with like, why do they say that's a bad movie? That shit was good. Or why do they say that good movie? That shit was garbage. So it's just the way it works.
Or the irony when Velma got like review trash and stuff like that. You guys say you liked it, but critics thought it was like a 50%, and audiences gave it like a 6 or 4%, like a abysmal.
Yeah, it got rough with that one.
Like, even the audiences didn't like it.
It's wild. Gerald Mack says, "Shout out to the chat.
Welcome, love.
See everyone.
Shout out to
Gerald
Mack.
Thank
Salute
you.
my people. One love, Gerald Mack, man. Appreciate you, my man." Jesse B says that game will have an attach rate of 50% or more. Easy facts. Michael Patton, welcome, my man.
Welcome, baby.
He says, if Mario wins Game of the Year, I'm pulling the fire alarm.
That would be hilarious.
I would be so mad, bro. I would be so mad.
In the winner is Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
There's no way that game can win Game of the Year, bro. I would lose my shit. Great game. But it's too small of a game.
Too small. It's so tiny. You need a microscope.
I'm gonna go to a pony's house and pull their fire alarm and run.
The world would burn.
Dusty Uno says Gotham Knights is awesome. Facts. He says Velma is trash. Not facts.
Damn.
That is not facts, Dusty. Sorry. Not facts. All right, we're moving on. We're still on the topic.
Actually, wait, we never finished Velma, by the way.
What the fuck does that have to do with us right now?
I'm just saying, we never finished the last 2 episodes.
Did we not?
No.
I don't believe that.
We didn't watch the last 2 episodes. Tell me how it ended.
I don't fucking remember. I don't know how it started. I don't know how it started.
So you don't remember? That's like the one with like all the girls were like in a locker room or some stupid shit.
Let's go.
Let's go.
General Smart says Velma was not that good at all. Well, listen, you guys are now just being mean. Okay, you're just being mean. The shit was good. It was hilarious, but maybe we're wrong. That's fine. That's fine. We have our own sense of humor, right, Doodle?
We do. I think.
It got overhated. I think like it's not amazing. Like I think it was all right. It was decent. Like I went into it thinking it was gonna be abysmal, but when I watched, I was like, this isn't that bad. It was actually pretty all right.
All right.
But it's just not like it's not like if you're looking for adult comedy, you could do much better. Like there's Rick and Morty.
Okay. Let's leave the movie talk for tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say
we're gonna
comment, but then
past
MADMAN will be on that comment
No.
for
We're
a
good.
long
We're good.
time.
All right, so we're moving on with the topic. It's still a topic of the show because this is like a trifecta of topics that are going into the topic of the show, because the Starfield, everything, that was just the first salvo, right? We came out with Starfield, certified banger, right?
Yes.
Number 1 for the month of September, even though it's still in Game Pass, right? Let's call that what it is. First month, number 7 for the year, even though it's in Game Pass, right? So that's the first salvo. We already slapped up the ponies right there, and that made them very sad. And it's a sad time for them. But Phil wasn't done. Phil didn't say we're just gonna let them recover.
I like Phil.
Phil's the man. Phil
I
doesn't
like
mess
He's
around.
our boy. He's our
So
Philly
Phil went
steak.
ahead and said we're gonna go ahead and close on the ABK deal on Friday the 13th. The
Nice.
day that has changed meaning now forever forward. When you see that mask of Jason Voorhees and you see that hockey mask and you just imagine his murders and you're envisioning all the teenage girls and boys that he murdered in all his movies, right? You gotta stop now, because when
Kill
he
ponies.
takes that off, it's Phil. It's motherfucking Phil Spencer. And all the bodies you see, those are sad ponies. They're not dead. They're just laying there.
They're just
They're just laying there.
Pretending
And the
to be
lake
dead.
that Jason used to live in, well, Phil lives in that lake now, but that lake is full of pony tears. He just lives there in the lake of pony tears, and it's amazing. Every Friday the 13th, you need to go find a friend who's a pony and tell him it's going to be okay.
Listen,
Okay? Every
it's not
time.
just the Friday the 13th. Listen, ponies out there doing math. 6 + 7. You hear the screams.
Oh my God.
Be kind. Be kind. They're gonna
Be
need
kind.
you anytime they see that 13 anywhere.
Yeah. That's it's traumatic for some of them.
It is.
But Phil closed the deal. It's over. ABK is now part of the Xbox family. They did an amazing welcome trailer that was like literally
Oh my
almost put a
gosh,
tear in my
that
eye. I
was
had to like
yeah.
choke it back.
Choke
that
it. You
was
were
crazy.
crying. I saw it. It was good.
Phenomenal.
It was a beautiful representation of what they're building. And like,
Yes.
yo, when they said like no one fights alone.
I know.
Yo.
And I'm home now. Like,
Oh my
or this is
God.
home now. It's like, oh man, that shit is dope. I'm telling you, if you watch that and you claim to be an Xbox fan and it didn't make you feel something, you're a low key pony.
You're lying.
You're a low key pony.
You're
That's just what it is.
lying.
100%.
You got hooves under those shoes.
You got hooves under your shoes. So we had that close. We had a huge celebration blowout that night.
Was so
it
fun.
was fire. We had such an awesome show. And now we're back here and we have, when they bought Bethesda, they did like a round table that had, all the key players of Bethesda and Xbox, and they were all having this discussion. This year, Phil showed us and told us that we own ABK. This is not a partnership like we told you guys Bethesda was. Okay. We own them, but we're working together in partnership. No. He said, you don't need to see anybody from ABK because I am the man running that boat.
That was dope.
I run the boat. So he went on a podcast, the Xbox podcast. That's the official Microsoft sanctioned podcast. And that's where he sat down and, gave a really good interview. I know people were like saying that, he was on Safe Space and, all this stuff. And he probably knew the questions. Like, it doesn't matter. This is for information for us. They weren't going to grill him. There's nothing to grill him on. We won. We are victorious, right?
Yeah, it gets to a point where there's nothing to really discuss. And listen,
no, just the details we were waiting for, and we got
felt the hate coming from every single angle, right? Especially with that crap IGN was trying to freaking pull. I don't blame him for going to a comfortable place to state his piece.
Yeah,
I myself wouldn't want to hear a damn thing about freaking questions that are linked to PlayStation at this moment.
Well, fun fact, they did ask
anything like that.
They did ask those questions, and that's why I don't know why people are talking shit, because they went ahead and they asked the real questions that we are wondering and we were waiting to hear. So let's break this down. There's a few points that it kind of breaks into the biggest points that we got from here. So first of all, the deal closed Friday.
Yes.
We got this, 2 days. It was on it was during the interview that on Tuesday.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes,
remember when we were interviewing
yes.
Karim? So Tuesday this broke that they did this interview. So it was Friday close. On Tuesday, the first thing he's saying is that same day of this interview on Tuesday, he was going to fly down to Stockholm to go ahead and meet King. So not King David, not King David. He lives
No,
in
King,
New
like
York.
the
But from
studio.
the ABK deal, the K is King, and he was going to go down to meet with King, and he was going to go ahead and he was going to take a look at the teams, meet with the teams, talk with the teams, right? Then he was going after that, I think in a couple days, he's going to
Yeah, the
go
lineup was
to, yeah,
crazy.
he's going to go meet with Blizzard and he's going to meet with Activision.
Yeah.
And so that's to show you that he's not wasting any time, right? And he specifically said here that he has the meetings with them. He wants to listen and learn
That was
about what they're
yo.
passionate about. So
That's my favorite thing right there. He's not going over there like, "What are you guys doing?
yeah, or
This
like
is
I'm the
what's coming
boss.
up. This is what you're
The
going to be
boss,
working on."
Shane.
He wants to hear the ideas and direction in which they want to take this, what they envision themselves doing, what they're passionate about. Again, this just reassures everything that we've been giving him credit for and that he kind of talks about lightly, right? And it's such a huge deal, and here he goes now to go to every freaking space, right? Every office to go and figure out what they're passionate about, what they want to do. That's incredible, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that was a huge thing to just show right off the rip. He's like, all right, deal's closed. Let's go. I'm going to meet with these people. We're going to start figuring out what we're doing going forward, which is fire. Now, one of the things that was the big question that a lot of us had was Game Pass, right? What's coming to Game Pass? When is it coming to Game Pass? Are we getting that big drop that we got from Bethesda just a few days later? Well, today is Thursday. The deal closed last Friday. We got no drop. He did the interview on Tuesday. And he essentially was just straight up like flat out. He said that the games are going to be coming in 2024, like Activision kind of said in that post beforehand. And he says there's no secret drop coming in the next few weeks. There's nothing. He said he would love it, but there's nothing secret coming. He said he would say it. He said if Call of Duty was going to come into Game Pass this year, he would say it. If it was going to be Diablo, whatever, he would say it.
I appreciate the
So
honesty.
he's being honest, and he's not doing it for the fuck of it. He has a reason. So the reason is simple. He said that honestly, they weren't 100% sure that the deal was going to close until the week of. So until last week, early last week, or late the week before, they weren't sure that it was going to close. So they haven't had time to kind of put that into to play, right?
Yeah.
So they haven't gotten the chance to go ahead and do that. And I think, he made during that interview, he said a lot of times that it was almost like daunting. You know what I'm saying? How many studios he's now in charge of that they now own. Like, and I think he's just trying to get his, footing, right? He wants to visit the studios, get going with all that, and then start working on those other things. Now we know that they did start, like as of the closing, they are starting to try to get all those games lined up to do it. And obviously, if they were going to just give us one at a time, we probably would have already had one, right?
Yeah,
But
I
they're
think it's going
looking
to
to
be
do
waves.
yeah, I think they're looking to do like a
Yeah.
drop.
And
of
also,
what
you
they
know
come out.
what? I can only imagine that obviously not knowing what was to come, they have a lineup of things that they want to like release and like do right now that doesn't include this. You know what I mean? I feel like they need to not step on their own toes. And right now, I feel that their path is clear with what they want till the rest of the year. And so it makes no sense to just throw this out for the sake of throwing it out.
Yeah. Plus, honestly, this was a huge bang,
Yeah.
right? Like this was a huge, huge win for them to close so close to the end of the year. Like
Yeah.
at this point, you still got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 coming out. That's still going to be a huge first party game. They're still going to push
Agree.
it. So it's going to be, still a very hectic rest of this year, right? So why not hold it off? Start 2024 off with a bang, which I can only imagine that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to want to start 2024 off with their developer diary, the developer direct that they do, and then maybe at that show right there, boom, announce that it's that you got some Game Pass games coming.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I could see. Silent Cypher, what is up, my man?
Welcome.
Silent Cypher,
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. But yeah, so that was one of the big things that we were all kind of back and forth on, but it makes sense why they couldn't have it ready in time. And again, there's honestly no rush. We have so much to play. I'm still playing Starfield. Let's go ahead and just kick that till later. Big boy Mike, welcome,
Big
my
boy
man.
Mike, welcome, baby.
What's
Big
up,
Mike
Doodle?
boy, my
Money.
boy.
Sorry,
What's
I'm
up?
late. And I'm sorry I can't click anything right now. I normally do, but my mouse is dead. So it's charging right next to me. So I'll pick it up. It charges like pretty quick.
It
like you can
does
use it
pretty
back and forth,
fast.
but I'm just gonna let it charge for a
You
little
got to be
bit.
responsible. See, look,
Sorry, why don't you
my
use your rat?
phone, you haven't heard me talking about it.
Listen, you're plugged in.
I am.
You're literally plugged in. This is a wireless. This is a wireless mouse. But yes, guys, thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated. Jesse B says ABK was always extra, and you can see that. No rush.
Yeah.
Facts. 100%. Just take your time. We'll get a big burst of games that we're all going to want to dive back into because we haven't seen them in forever. Just like we did when Bethesda games came out. It was like, oh my God, let me go play Oblivion. Let me go play this. Let me go play that. Like, it was so dope.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing that people were concerned with, and they literally asked it in this question as other platforms are concerned with Call of Duty, what's going to happen once this deal closes? And then Phil said, by other platforms, are you saying PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation. Okay. So he made it very clear. Hey, PlayStation ponies, listen up. He wasn't talking to the ponies. I said that for no reason. He was talking to the PlayStation fans. Okay. PlayStation ponies, put your earplugs in. He ain't got nothing to say to you. All right. You don't deserve to hear Phil's voice. All right. So you better stop it. Call of Duty. Going forward, Call of Duty will have 100% parity on all platforms. They are making the games identical across the board. This means launch timings, skins, content will all be the same. Frame rate and resolution, that is going to depend on the console and the console's performance, which is dope for my boy Phil, because he could be like, well, the PlayStation can't do 120 frames per second. I'm sorry. So it's going to be 120 on Xbox. I don't think he'll do that. And I believe Phil. Like, I think he just, I don't think he wants to fuck with Call of Duty. He's going to treat Call of Duty like Minecraft. He's just going to go ahead and just put it everywhere, as many places as it can be. And he wants it to be 100% parity. But he did, you can see he was a little butthurt. He did say even this beta that we had, that was exclusive to PlayStation. That's all done.
Yeah,
no more.
He made it very clear, and you can hear kind of like his resentment a little bit about the fact that we've been left out. And to him, like it was kind of like we don't want to do that back.
Yeah, exactly. And he is taking the high road, because it's like we are in such an amazing position right now, and we're gonna be curb stomping the shit out of them in every other direction. You want, like, he's not stupid. He wants Call of Duty to pay for all of our games that we're gonna be getting.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a lot of studios to pay for. All right, so we want Call of Duty.
He wants all that
everywhere.
Money that Jimmy Jim was talking about.
He wants to get Call of Duty to the same level that Minecraft is at. And if you know, right now, Minecraft, they announced not too long ago, they're at 300 million copies sold.
Yeah.
300 million copies sold. They are literally at 300, 350, something up there. It's pretty high. It's still the best-selling game of all time, but it has a cushion of almost 200 million. That's the difference between Minecraft and the next best-selling game of all time.
Yeah.
So he wants to get there. Okay. He wants to get to the point where you have Call of Duty is bigger than ever, and it's just skyscraper levels of popularity, right? It already is, but he wants to grow that, right? And it's funny because, you know, Battlefield was always like the competitor to Call of Duty, even though they
Mhm.
were very different games. It was always seen as like the direct competition. But they have done some updates and they have put some work in. And this week they had over 100,000 players on Steam on Battlefield,
That's
which
pretty good.
is really good for them. Like that's huge that they had that happen, because they're making a comeback, right? They're trying to work hard, and you know, with Xbox having the mind share of Call of Duty, even though it's everywhere, you know, Battlefield can start imprinting themselves in these other places to try to grow more. So, you know, they can't sleep on it. Like there is competition there, unlike Jim's bullshit version of this. There is competition in the shooter market that if they don't, you know, if they sleep on it or they rest on their laurels, it's not like they could not be the top dog, you know, it can go away. You just don't know. Um, I'll go I'm gonna go ahead and oh, Science Cypher says, thanks, man. It was cool to see you hanging out last night. Appreciate the support.
Aw.
Of course, brother. Oh no, that was
Yeah,
Jesse B.
thanks,
God damn it.
sorry.
I should have read the first part of that. But
Wow.
still, I was there too. I
We're
said
there
hi.
to see you there.
Eric says, I'm behind, but Velmo was identity theft.
Damn.
The writer only
Damn.
wanted the Scooby characters for the name Valley because no one would have watched the show otherwise. Well, listen, you gotta lead with your strong suit, right? So if you have, you know, the characters to do it, it's Scooby Doo. Listen, Scooby's still alive. The show was called
I mean, Scooby
Velma.
Doo wasn't
It's
there at
not like
all. The dog.
it's
Which is
not
a
like
little
they
weird.
used the name, right? They just used some of the characters and they changed it. But I feel that. Michael Patton says console development will start working like PC. You got the hardware, then we will run the features. PS is the reason the Series X underperforms. Yo, that's true.
I agree.
100%. 100%. But yeah, that is a great thing for them to be doing. It's a smart thing for them to be doing. Call of Duty needs to be everywhere. And let's just grow. Dreamcast guy has shown up. It's Silent Sniper. Thank you for my profile pic. I love it. He was very happy. He couldn't believe how lifelike it was. That was but yeah, Call of Duty is gonna be great. It's in the right hands. Phil knows what he's doing with that. Now, this is where the real exciting part of the interview comes into play. Okay. Because they started talking about these other games, right? Because obviously it's been almost 2 years of us thinking about this acquisition going through. And a lot of the conversation is, man, when they get bought, we'll be able to see this game come back. This game come back, right? He specifically name dropped Skylanders,
Mhm.
Doodle. He specifically said
I
that.
remember.
Yep, yeah. He said Guitar Hero, and he brought up a bunch of different games. But what I love is his outlook on it because it immediately tells us that something's changing with Call of Duty. Immediately. Okay. It tells us 100% because he said when he goes to meet with these teams, he wants to talk to them, see what they're passionate about. And he's going to have his list of games that he would like to see come back. But that's not a you're making this because he made it very, very
Yeah.
clear that he has no interest on bringing games out for the sake of a good PR beat or a good PR move or to just make money. He has no interest in doing that. He says that he wants passionate teams, teams that are passionate about what they're going to make. So he wants to go and speak to them and he wants to find out what they want to make. What are they passionate about? What IP would they do? And he said it is not just Activision Blizzard. He can go to Activision Blizzard and they can say, man, I had this great idea for a new Halo game. That's possible. Somebody could come in talking about Gears. Somebody could come in talking about Fable. Any other franchise that we have, they can come in and say, man, you know, we really want to make this type of game and he is all in. Those are the exact words he said. He said he's all in on teams wanting to revisit old IP from the back catalog and do a full remake of it, which is huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Okay. It's a huge thing. He's standing behind them. He wants them to do their best work. And again, I just love the fact that he made it his point to say this is not for quick grabs of money. He's not looking to just say, no, make this so we can cash in, not for the PR. He wants teams that are passionate to make something amazing. And I'm so excited for that. Can't wait to see what comes from that. But he also mentioned that he did feel like there are some IP that they can do a few a year of older games and kind of like remaster them or just do a little something to bring them to current consoles, right? Like games that are lost to time.
Mhm.
Like a lot of licensed games
Yeah,
that
like
are
a
actually
lot of
really good.
licensed games. Well, maybe depending on how difficult it is to get those licenses, but those games he is interested in, picking some and releasing some every year, just kind of like, here you go, here they are, kind of like the Quake. He specifically said very similar to like the Quake release that they did where they brought it out. And that, I mean,
Here it exists.
honestly, when you start thinking about this, guys, when you think about how many studios, Drawn TJ said it, we got 44 studios, right? When you think about all those game studios we have, plus the fact that Phil is saying that they're just also going to be releasing some of these older games, obviously, 4K, 60 frames, do a remaster bump to them, but not, not full remake. But we're going to get a few of those a year. Now, when he said Skylanders, I immediately was like, oh my God, somebody needs to make me a Skylanders. That'll be fun as hell. But also prototype, like there's just so many that we can envision coming in. So Doodle, when you hear that, right, do you think that's the right move for him to kind of just let them be, or do you think he should be a little more like, nah, this game needs to be made, or we need to do something like that? Because
No, I believe Phil is going to be hands-on, obviously, because of what happened with Redfall. So he's not just letting them be for the sake of letting them be, but he does understand the fact that these are projects that they need to be passionate about. And unless somebody wants to bring back the game, he's not going to push it. Because again, we go back to what Jim was doing over at PlayStation with the gas games, right?
Mhm.
And how uncomfortable that situation was and how nothing gets pretty much done if it's something that they're not passionate about. I think he's going about it the right way. I love that he's verbalizing this with us because he wants to let us know where the expectations
Facts.
should fall. I agree with him about waiting till, next year. There's no rush. I mean, they're gonna if they throw them in now, it'll just be for the sake of throwing them in. We have so much in Game Pass. We have so much coming. Like, it's unnecessary, honestly. It would just be doing it to do it. So I do feel like they should be able to do it when it's more played out, and they should be able to do it when they're ready to do it. Like, and they can do something that's a big deal about it. Like you said, it's not going to be a one game situation. Like, here today you get this game, 2 weeks from now you get that game. I think it's going to be like the bundle up wrapped up with a bow type of situation. That it's going to be really exciting. I'm wondering if when they do the direct in January, this will be brought up. If it will be something that'll be, kind of ready, knowing what they're going to do, what the first step is going to be from Activision
Yeah, I can see
that they're
that.
going to take. But yeah, overall, like when it comes to this, it's a big deal, and I like the way that he's doing it. I like the fact that he's flying everywhere. It's funny because as he was saying that, I was like, oh man, to just go ahead and take off. And like he even said, if I have enough time, like he left he was talking about some other places. I'll get to here and there, and it's like to just be able, I know he's under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, these things keep happening, but like to just be able to take off And aside from doing work, like being able to see these other places and do these other things, obviously he's got a nice luxurious place that he'll be staying at. That'd be so freaking dope,
Yeah, for real.
right?
Yep, agreed.
But yeah, I he has the right approach. I think that he knows the way that he does these things, he does business with these companies, um, is the right way to go about it. And I'm glad that he's not breaking that for the money bag, as he said. We're not just trying to grab some money and go. We're trying to see what we want to do. Cause then that's long term, see.
Facts.
That's long term.
Absolutely. All right. Man, do you got anything? What do you think? You think it's a smart move?
Oh yeah, I think I'm just excited to see what they like. There's so much potential with this deal beyond just like the obvious. Oh, bring back old franchises because like having consistent remasters of classic games from our library that you probably didn't even know existed is a good way to preventing droughts from happening. Even though that wasn't going to happen in the first place, if it's like oh, like a week where there's like it's been a couple of weeks and nothing really new, and they're like, oh, let's remaster Transformers War for Cybertron and drop it, and people will like it, and everyone loves Xbox, so I think that's great. They gotta
Absolutely.
keep doing that.
Absolutely. All right. So we're gonna transition to our last topic of the show. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And this one, when I saw this, I don't know if they were crying, the pony tears were coming out, and then they were like licking the salt, like drinking their
Bringing
own
it back
tears,
in.
and like something happened and it had an effect on them. Because when I read this, and this guy, his name is Alex Smith, right? And he says he worked as a dev for Ben Studio, Deviation Games, and Ember Labs. Okay, so this guy, I mean, it sounds pretty legit, right? When you hear that he
The
works for these
resume.
studios, yeah.
Not all resumes are real, you guys.
So I gotta tell you, man, when I read this, I had a good chuckle. I had a good chuckle. So Alex Smith says Sony intended to accept the agreement to purchase Activision Blizzard, but certain conversations that took place in August of 2022 made Sony, Jim Ryan, change its mind. So we're in 2023, right? Right. And
Mhm.
then this deal was announced at the beginning of 2022, right?
Mhm.
So how the fuck did Sony reject the idea of purchasing Activision Blizzard in August of 2022?
Okay, so you're asking the wrong question, see.
Mhm.
That's not the question.
That's not the
How
question.
the
Okay,
fuck
enlighten me.
was PlayStation or Sony gonna pay for
That's the question.
Activision?
That's the
How?
question.
Where was this money coming from? What kind of deal was it?
I would be less
That's the
surprised.
question.
I would
It's ridiculous. This statement is freaking ridiculous. The idea that they would buy Activision is bonkers. It's I mean, come on. To put that out there, like with your name, that's just
So this is the
ridiculous.
thing. This is the thing. Um, I I honestly would have found it more believable if they told us that Activision was interested in buying Sony. Okay, that's just the reality. Um, but I think maybe he miswrote, because when you
Mm,
read that, that's what he's saying. And I've read it a bunch of times, and up until now, I haven't really thought differently.
okay.
But now, when he says like Microsoft wanted a higher percentage and no longer provide 30% when purchasing in-game items from Sony, I think he's saying that Sony intended to accept the agreement that Microsoft offered them during,
Initially?
yeah, the initial offer. But I guess in August something happened that changed it, is what they were trying to say. So all right, well, either way, that was a funny thing when I read that. But the bigger thing now is that Homeboy is he's saying that they're looking to buy Bandai Namco. Okay.
Oh, that would be something.
So Bandai Namco is a
Yeah,
Japanese,
they make Pac-Man,
yeah, it's a
Tekken, Elden
Japanese
Ring, all that
publisher
fun stuff.
who publishes lots of games, and they're pretty big. Um, but my question is, and obviously you guys can kind of like it's a question to you guys too, and in the chat as well. Feel free to hop in on this one. How do they believe that they would get approval to buy another Japanese publisher in Japan in the place that they already dominate so heavily? Like
By how much? Isn't it like
it's like they're like 90
95%?
something percent of the
Yes.
market. That's left over after Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Like not they Nintendo owns the most market over there, but the leftover market, anything not Nintendo is 90 something percent. I think it's like it might even be like 98%.
I think it's 95. Yeah.
So between 95%, 98% PlayStation in Japan.
Jeez.
Xbox has like 2 to 5%.
Ugh.
How do they believe that that will go through?
Would it go through? That's the
Well, let's put
question.
it this way: on the world map, Japan's a speck on the earth. So, United States, if they're trying to appeal to that market, that's a much bigger market and much more money. Plus, money here is worth more than yen. So, I think that that's it would make sense in the global sphere, but for to appease the Japanese public, local Japanese people, yeah, it might be a slap in the face. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't think that would happen. I don't think anybody would say, "Hey, go ahead and do that," especially when you consider United States did go ahead and, as we remember, before Japan gave the approval for the deal to go through, they sent the letter talking about how they're out there being anti-competitive with United States,
Yes.
brands out
I
there and all this
remember.
stuff, and it's like I don't know. That seems like it's going to be a tough one. Rashawn says this dude misunderstood. They were going to accept Microsoft purchasing ABK, but then Phil said you can't have ABK and ZeniMax games because Jim asked for that. Well, as we know,
Jim was acting crazy,
Jim was
asking for
on some other
everything. I
shit.
cannot believe that email that he sent to Phil, pretty much stating how things were gonna go.
Yep.
That email alone would have freaking oh my gosh.
Yeah. Dude, it's so stupid. Yo, PlayStation had everything.
Mhm.
Xbox was so desperate to just make this shit go through. They were like, listen, 3 years, you got everything, it's all yours. And they said no. Well,
They
joke's
kept
on them.
adding and nothing
Nope,
was
nothing
enough.
for it. It's crazy.
Oh,
Darren
man.
says Sony was never going to buy Activision. Why buy the cow when they were getting the milk for free?
Not that they could if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's true, but they
Yeah,
couldn't
they
do it
can't
anyway.
afford it.
Dusty says Namkai Bando. Is that the no? The man
It's
made
a
me
joke.
second guess. Big Boy Mike says, I'm sorry, but there is no answer to ABK. Game over, checkmate. Big boy,
Maybe.
you know exactly
Unless you buy maybe like Take Two, which is like Grand Theft Auto.
No, there isn't
maybe.
because Take Two doesn't release a game. Like they don't release as many games. They have NBA, they do have NBA 2K, but as we can see, Bethesda beat their ass with Starfield. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's worth going crazy. And again, they can't afford them either. That's the problem. You can't buy a company worth $40 billion if you're worth $80 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, you can't pay with magic beans.
no, Magic Beans is not gonna work. Eric says, give my petty ass From Software, baby. Yes, let's get it. I'll take that. Elden Ring 2 exclusive. You heard it here. Rashawn says Sony has 98% of the market compared to Microsoft 2% when Nintendo isn't included. Yeah, so it's
Nintendo's a beast.
98%. That's crazy.
That's a lot,
That's
dude. That's
crazy, dude.
insane. But this is why I say, like,
Bombs.
they need to move forward with Sega. They need to go ahead and keep chipping
Yes.
at that market. They need to make their presence. Like, they have to go ahead and do this. Don't
The
give
Sega
them much
Series S is
air
real.
to breathe when it comes to that.
remember
Like,
that.
we have to keep tackling. I don't know. That's just my opinion with that. You can't
I
let them
agree.
breathe right
You
now. That
can't.
it would
You
hurt.
can't. You
To
have to
start breaking their
keep them down.
yeah, where they're strong, you need to start breaking that up, knocking down those walls. They have to buy Sega, and then listen, Square may be next, but you gotta get in there while there's still room to get in.
I agree because honestly, the ponies are feeling it right now, right? Like they're feeling it. They are in a situation where they are feeling the pressure. This was a fun one that Tim Dog kind of clipped off on Twitter. This guy Nicola, which is he's a PlayStation head. He says we absolutely need to know what the hell these PlayStation studios are making. Bend, nothing since Day Gone. Firewalk, nothing since Acquired. London, nothing since Blood and Truth. Media Molecule, nothing since Dreams. Sucker Punch, nothing since Ghosts. Naughty Dog needs to wake up too. That's so many tears.
It's the wake the
So many
hell up
tears.
Yo,
stage for
this is
everyone.
all
Sure.
factual though.
It is. It
They
is.
they need to figure something out.
The only
Facts.
one that we have any faith in is Insomniac because we know what they're doing right after Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you know what? Even then, you'll get tired of their shit if they just kind of keep coming out with the same Spider-Man. All
The
right,
thing
fine,
is, they're
Wolverine.
not gonna
Wolverine,
have
maybe
the
they'll have the
money
next
to go
Ratchet and
bigger
Clank
and
ready in that
better.
time or some
Yep,
shit.
that's
I
the
think
sad
that's
part.
the sad part. They're
What's
not
the
gonna
sad
have
part?
the money
We
to
should
go
take
ahead and make
Insomniac. I think so.
Well,
and
we
make
can't
what
take
they
them.
need
They
That'd be
own
great.
them. They're not gonna sell them.
By the way, J Dub, who's another large pony, he responds to that saying, "I agree. We running out of fanboy ammo."
Yo, listen, if you have the ponies calling out situation, because as I stated, their loyalty is to a fault.
Facts.
And if they are out here asking for answers, like we're asking answers for them. Like, let us figure this out for you. But if they're out here calling it out, man, the situation is worse than we thought.
It is. It's
Mhm.
dire. That's what I'm saying. Like people are not. Well, obviously, it's not that people. It's the media, right? If this were Xbox,
Oh
okay,
my
if
god.
this scenario got reversed and Xbox was the one who just lost ABK to Sony, yo, IGN, GameStop, none of these places would stop
It would not.
putting articles about how Xbox is
Nonstop,
gone.
dude.
They would say,
Nonstop.
they would literally write, Xbox is dead.
Like, we will
Xbox will be
literally be
gone.
Googling, "Is Xbox still around?" Like,
Swear to God,
because they would sell it
you
in
have
that way,
so
dude.
many of these freaking articles out there talking about the
Yeah.
death of Xbox. You don't see shit out there except from the actual real journalistic places like Forbes, who will go out and say something that's
You know
correct.
the nonsense that
But
they
dude,
freaking
it's
made that the Xbox is done if Game Pass doesn't have X amount of freaking so they twist the crap
dude,
out of the things that are said.
listen,
They're not making Halo anymore, and without Halo, there's no freaking Xbox. Like, the amount of nonsense that
it's
they find,
crazy, dude.
can you
It's
imagine at a
crazy.
Like,
low?
PlayStation fans got no chill, bro.
Yeah, it's just wild. So Big Boy Mike says Game Pass is bad.
Yeah.
Game Pass is bad. It helped Starfield win NPD last month. Support the devs.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, how did Starfield win with Game Pass there?
Yep.
That's to show you, bro. Like, cut the shit. Game
It's
Pass
freaking
is
badass.
amazing,
That's what it freaking is.
but it doesn't
Again,
stop the
it's
games
the
getting
like he
purchased.
said, it supports the developers. It's such a big deal, dude.
Absolutely, man. It's wild. Darren says ponies want to believe Sony has been holding back during the ABK deal trying to go through. In reality, Sony never had an actual game plan for the future. It's really starting to show that more and
I
more.
love that you said that.
Darren,
Yes.
you are so
The
right, my dude.
secret showcase
The
is not
secret
real, guys.
showcase.
It's not happening. I'm sorry to tell you.
It
We
it
try to
died
warn
with Jim
you.
Ryan's role as a CEO. It's
There's
gone.
there's nothing figured out over there.
Secret
Secret.
showcase. It's like secret. It's
You
so
know, but
secret
you
that the
have
first secret
listen,
doesn't know that it's a secret.
it's like believing in magic, right?
Facts.
Like the blindfolds are slowly just coming off it's rough to see because we've been telling you guys. We've
Yep.
been telling you. You didn't want to listen. You wanted to attack and keep on attacking.
It's crazy,
It's crazy.
but it's true. They in a world for hurt, man. Like they don't even know. They don't even know
Yeah.
what's coming. Like they don't even know. Like they can't even deal with the fact that we had Starfield. Then we had Forza this month. We have Call of Duty next month. Like these are first party studios. You know what I'm saying? These are first party now. This is what just the beginning, bro.
No, next year is gonna
Next
be
year is gonna
mind
be
blowing, dude.
crazy, bro.
It's going to
Crazy.
be insane.
I wouldn't be shocked if we had 6 huge AAA games.
I wouldn't either.
Aside from the smaller ones that they'll
Yeah.
release. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like it's just like foregone conclusion. Rashawn says, I had no idea that there are at least 20 Japanese video game publishers. Yo, there are a lot of publishers. I mean, that's where it all started. You would imagine that there would be a lot over there. I mean, you have some pretty big ones. You got Bandai, Capcom, Square. That took me a while. I almost forgot they existed. Sega. That's 4. I don't know. I couldn't name you anymore. I don't think. Oh no. Nexon. I don't know, some shit. But they have a lot over there for sure. Jesse B says all of Sony only had 5 billion cash on hand. My dude, and they took 3 billion of that to go buy Bungie. God damn it.
The dumbest.
Oh my
shit.
god. And they
Dumbest.
recently just upped it to 13 billion. Even then, they would be stretching themselves thin. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy that they think that is enough for them to buy anybody. You can't take all your money and make it gone. That's crazy.
They're not in a position to buy anybody. What they have to do is regroup and continue to make the games that they were making and stop cutting back on the budget because it is affecting now those great games that you were making. You have to make them right. You can't cut corners. The thing is that obviously you're never going to catch up with what Xbox is out here making with the amount of studios and the budget that they have. And so
impossible.
your budget has to go to make exceptional games that cannot be denied. That's your only fight right now. That's all you've got left.
Dude, PlayStation, as sad as it is, PlayStation is at a situation right now where they cannot miss.
No.
One miss of a big game can fucking destroy them.
Yeah.
Watch The Last of Us Part 3 be bad.
Oh, that would be heartbreaking for me. Dion says their father, Jim Ryan, has left the burning PlayStation building because he knew it was on fire.
Oh
and he's just waiting on Bobby Kotick to leave with him. Yo, it's so true, dude, but it's so
that was
real.
Hilarious.
Yo, I say it all the
literally
time.
picture the whole thing in my mind.
Yo, Jim was the first dude
Jim
on the
was
lifeboat with
out.
the little girl on the Titanic. He was like, I have a child. I have a child. He fucking got off the boat and
He was
fucking sipped it
freaking
away.
He was out.
They're
Listen,
they're
I am going to
sinking,
tell
bro,
you
and it
right
sucks
now
for them.
that the best thing that could have happened to Jim was leaving this year, right now,
Yeah.
when he left, out, be gone. Again, I don't think he left
I mean, he didn't leave on purpose,
I think
but
he was
this was the time.
fired. He was just like, you're done. Because I believe he got that ultimatum. But
Yeah.
but if he can't see that this was a freaking blessing, I don't know what to tell you.
You know,
Jim.
maybe Jim's smarter than we think, and he saw how they were going to lose it. He probably had some conversations, and they were like, you know, seeing that the roadmap's not there or anything like that. And maybe he was like, all right, I got to get fired. How can I do this? And he just like fucking snapped. He's like, where the fuck's the coffee? Started smashing shit in his office. This is bullshit. Then they had to get the head Japanese people over there, and they just escorted him out the building. And now he's gone and he's free. And he no longer has to listen, no matter what happens, even if he's the reason why it ultimately fails, the fact that he's not there, and somebody else will have to deal with that, it's still a better situation for him. It's still a better situation.
Freaking damage that he caused.
He caused hella damage.
Yeah.
Jesse says Koei Tecmo. Oh, they're also over there. Konami, they're also over there. Capcom,
Square.
Nah,
What, you just waiting for me
I
to
Sorry,
forgot
stop
it was
moving?
Namkai Bando. Damn it! That's what fucking Dusty said. He wrote Namkai Bando, and that stood in my head. Bandai Namco. God damn it, Dusty. How dare you? How dare you? Big Boy Mike says Bungie will be under Sony for about 3 more years at the most. 4 billion down the drain.
Yeah.
That's what they don't understand. Like, how can you make
Wasted
this
money.
deal? You literally told them that they have the freedom to just bounce
Yeah.
whenever they want.
That was some dumb shit.
They
You
can just
know,
leave the studio and be like, I'm done with you, Sony.
Yeah, they can just bounce and buy themselves back.
So there's a partnership, essentially.
Exactly, but they paid $3 billion for them.
that's a lot of
What
freaking
the
money.
shit?
So
They probably couldn't afford
I
the
just
actual
wonder
ownership.
what was going through their mind. If it was just the idea of like, like they delivered Halo. Like, was
that
that
must have been it.
Like, was that just, we know Jimmy's spiteful as fuck. We know Jimmy has his ways about him, and like he really like it, he could have phrased things differently. Like, we want this exclusive, but his narrative was, we don't want this on Xbox.
Mhm.
You understand? So for you to go out of your way to be that type of salty, like, I can see that money being spent for other reasons other than it being a good deal for them, because it just wasn't. It wasn't. So if I think of it like they were trying to stick it to Phil somehow by
Yep.
getting Bungie, then that kind of makes sense.
Well, we know my theory. Phil actually planted Bungie into PlayStation to destroy them from the inside
Anything's
out.
possible, bro.
They were like, you know what?
There's
We don't want
so
factions to
much
come
in
out.
that
Bungie,
mess.
do it.
It's
So
not
it's like
as
he has a
clear.
secret phone. He has a secret like flip phone that's like super old, so it can't be tracked. And he just picks it up, do it, close it, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, this faction game is trash. It might have been the most amazing game ever for all we know,
We'll
but
never know.
we'll never know. The bigger reality says PlayStation is on life support.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, every time I say the word PlayStation, I hear the beep. It's like beep, beep. It slows down more and more.
We were running.
More.
What were we talking about? You and I were talking, see, and I was like, the PS stands for pure shit.
Oh, pure
now.
shit. Yeah.
The
Pure
PS and
shit for the
PlayStation
players.
stands for pure shit.
So bad. Fucking people. It's crazy. The bigger reality. No Sly Cooper. No Infamous. No nothing. You know what's sad?
Nada.
You know what's sad? Bigger reality. They do have some pretty dope IP that, if handled correctly with the right budget, would be dope. The problem is just like you said, there will be no Sly Cooper. There will be no Infamous, because those franchises are not big enough for them right now. They can only try to get the biggest possible bang for their buck. So they're going to rely on your Last of Us, your Ghost of Tsushima,
God of War,
But
all that
it's so
stuff.
freaking pathetic, and this is the route that they took.
You know what?
This
They're
is the
becoming
choice that they
Xbox. You know
made,
how,
dude.
remember, it was just Halo, Forza, Gears of War,
Yep.
and then that's the random exclusive
Halo,
they pick
Gears,
up
and Forza.
sometimes.
Halo, Gears, and
But
Forza.
these other games, although they weren't popping like crazy, what they did have was a fan base, right?
Yep.
People that loved and enjoyed these games. And if they just
Absolutely.
continue working at it, that would have grown,
Agreed.
right? There was potential. The fact that there were fans and people that were playing it and wanting to play it, there was potential there. And they just washed off anything that didn't just instantly meet the standards. Listen, we talk
Facts.
about Starfield, right? It doesn't have 17 games prior to it,
Yep.
right? It's a brand new thing. It took 8 years to make, and a shit ton of money.
Yep.
And so for them to have games that hit and it's not hitting like crazy, but for them to just delete it instead of upping it and upping it, that's the problem, dude. That's the situation that they have going on.
Agreed. But they're afraid to up it and up it, because to up it and up it, you got to spend more and more.
See, money, they weren't in a situation where they had to feel that pressure, because they were making other games that were popping, right? They just didn't want to keep on working on the ones that didn't hit that level. And that's why they're in the situation they're in right now. Had they not been so freaking greedy or freaking grab the bag, as Philly said, and run, If they had not had that mentality, this wouldn't be happening right now.
Facts. I get it. You're right. Darren says Jim Ryan equals the Wizard of Oz. Ponies equal lollipop kids. Jim was behind the curtain pretending, playing with
Oh
and
my
playing ponies
god.
his whole time.
Oh my
Yo, that's
god.
hilarious.
Yes.
And I could forever. We have to do it on the AI, Doodle.
Yes.
You got to make the lollipop kids from the Wizard of Oz with pony heads.
All right. I got
Do
you.
it.
I got you.
Darren,
Yo,
that was a good one. We're gonna make it. We're gonna put it on Twitter. Find it. It's gonna be
let's
funny.
go.
Rashawn says SIE and Sony show separately. Show separately as in the companies. Maybe, I guess maybe they're dollars. I don't know. I mean, SIE they make money for sure. But they cost a lot of money to run too. Jesse B says Microsoft has at least 16 games as a service that make bank. It's not
Yes.
even close. Meanwhile, the ponies are hoping one of them
They're hoping one of them will hit.
can become
That something
successful.
will come through. And listen, again, that's not easy to do. At least 16. That's crazy. But
Yeah, I
dude,
know.
the one thing that they are is resilient. They continue. They continue to work on the stuff they have. They don't abandon their projects. That's admirable. You understand that? Because why? Because they're making games that they're passionate about. They're not making games to just cash in that money. That's the big difference, dude.
Absolutely.
That's the big difference.
Agreed 150%. Spartan661 says, I wish some of you podcast creators were on at different times. I can't watch you all live, but I can catch it later. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Spartan. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
man.
Shucks,
baby.
man.
Listen, there's a
Thanks.
lot
Thank
of
you for being
people
here.
out here, who are doing this, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of great podcasts. So we do appreciate you
Thank you so much.
considering us
Yes.
as one of the people you do wish we were able
Thank
to see all
you.
the time. So we thank you for that, Spartan. And listen, watch it
That means
after,
a
my friend.
lot.
We're there. We'll just be spiritually connected while you're watching it. All right. Just imagine that we answer your questions. Or this is the better one. Any questions you have while you're watching it back, just leave it as a comment. You
Or
leave it as
just
a
come hang
comment,
out
and
here
then on the
first
next show,
so
we'll
we can
talk about it.
and then,
Okay, but if you're gonna watch it after,
yes,
leave a comment, and then we'll talk about it on our Monday show. So on
agreed.
Morning Quest, we'll talk about your comment, and you'll be a part of the show regardless. So you're not left behind, all right? Not like PlayStation Studios. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Shintaro, welcome, my man. Welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
Shin.
Such
Welcome.
Big boy
Shintaro,
Mike
welcome.
says, why is Sony so damn behind? What have they been doing since Sean Layden left? Well, you know what, big boy? What they've been doing since Sean Layden left is finishing making those games that Sean Layden had to make. It took forever. Now, they just been sleeping, bro. They've been sleeping. And honestly, I think Jim Ryan pivoted them, right? Because they were on, I mean, obviously, they've been doing the same thing for the whole generation. They had their same, 4 games that they were just circulating, right? And now it's catching up to them because Jim went ahead and pivoted them to make these games as a service. We already heard the backlash, right? The studios were pissed that Jim came and tried to make them do some shit that they didn't know how to do. So obviously that takes them even longer, man. It's just trash. That's what it is, big boy Mike. It's trash. It's just the way. It's just the way. Oh my god. Eric says at least when Xbox supposedly only had Halo Gears and Halo Forza and Gears, they were actually new games.
Yes.
Facts, bro.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
Yeah. No. That's so true. Big boy Mike says I could have been anywhere in the world, but I'm here with Doodle, CMoney, and MADMAN. I'm
Oh,
good.
baby.
Oh, big boy,
how
That's
yo,
what I'm talking
sweet.
you
about.
the man,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Much
We
love, bro.
appreciate you.
Much
Thank
love. We
you.
appreciate you big time, yo. Thank you so much. Bigger Reality says no pragmata, no little devil inside, no nothing. Again, LOL. Yo, it's like a wasteland of forgotten games. Oh, what's that? Isn't there a Christmas movie or a show like where there's the Forgotten Toys or whatever, like the land of Forgotten Toys.
Oh, that's the Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer store thing.
Yes, that's where that's where all the Sony
All the
games are.
kids are.
They're just in this barren wasteland, just sitting there.
The only difference is that they never go to kids.
Yeah, nobody ever actually gets to play them. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Like, even like, I don't know, man. Even it's like even with their deals, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the third parties that were making these games for them, like, it's because Sony ain't got the cash to support them right, which is wild. Like, how do
It's
you?
hard to understand how much hardware they continue to make, though. Like
I
that
know.
portable situation they've got going on. I don't even want to call it a system because it's
It's
freaking
not.
trash. It's crazy the
It's
way
a
that
broken remote.
they
Jim,
thought
that's the remote that
exactly.
Jim Ryan was holding.
Exactly.
And
He
then he
snapped it
saw
in
the
half.
reports that Jim Ryan doesn't know how to hold a controller. He was like, no, just snapped it. It landed next to his Amazon Fire tablet right in the middle, perfectly aligned. He was like, oh my God, there's a great idea right there. And that's how we got that shit show of a, I don't even
The
know
point is the money they
what it is.
invest into making that nonsense. Like, how about you guys just invested in your games? You have to give us games in order for us to buy your systems.
Facts.
Finish one. Even the freaking VR. Like, stop that crap too. Use
There's
the
nothing.
investment.
There's
Use
nothing
Bro, I
there.
forgot about
money.
that thing.
Use the money to make the games. Have one thing work. Have one thing run fine. And then focus on other stuff when you have that leftover money. But you have to work on something. You can't spread so thin.
Yep.
Especially when nothing is stable for you.
Agreed. It's crazy. The bigger reality says my PS5 is laying in dust. Listen, the only reason that one looks so pretty is because we got the wings on it.
Yeah.
The one behind Doodle. So listen, it kind of is what it is. Darren says Sony games are going to end up in the landfill dump like that ET game from the 80s.
That'll be funny.
Holy shit.
It's a whole pile of Returnal and Forspoken.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Bigger Reality says, Doodle, I
Yeah,
agree.
baby.
We need games.
We need
Yes,
the
man. Give us
games.
the games. I mean, we got Spider-Man coming. Great. But we already know, like, that's a 2 weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people who are going to put time into it, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing 3 or 4 hours a day, getting it in, bang it out in a couple weekends, and it's over. And then the conversation goes to what's next. And places is like, bro, go back and play Spider-Man. Like, no, dog, I already enjoyed it.
I'm
It's
done. But this is the thing, see, it takes a really long time for these games. It takes years for these games to be made.
Yep. But we consume them so quickly. And it's like, that's why Xbox knows that they have to
They can't
consistently
sit
deliver.
here now and say, okay, well, now we're starting. When are we going to see the result for that?
5 years.
Exactly.
Oh, man, it's crazy. Shintaro says, CMoney for real. Where's Twisted Metal? Such a great franchise that they don't use. Agreed. Big Boy Mike says, I'm regretting buying a PlayStation 5. It
Yeah.
turned gray and white. Yo, the original wings that the Spider-Man has on right now, the original ones, same boat. They're not white anymore. They've just been sitting there and it's just
Collecting
they
freaking
collect
dust.
bro.
It's
They've changed.
crazy. They got
Like the Super Nintendo
welcome,
when it was
baby.
turning
What is
yellow.
Yeah.
Happy
for sure.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Nino says, Spider-Man can fly now? What the fuck? Yo,
Aloha,
Yeah, you can.
baby.
aloha, CMoney, aloha, Doodle. I'm still playing Starfield, brother. Yo,
Yeah.
same, my man.
Hola.
But yo, honestly, I saw that and it's like, okay, cool. I get it. This is a video game. So you're trying to solve your problems because you want to be able to fly over the water and there's nothing to connect a
The
web
webs.
to.
Yeah.
But it's like, fucking Spider-Man doesn't fly like that, bro. He's not a Spider-Man. He's like Birdman at this point, right? Like, why would I
Oh
swing?
my
Think about it.
God.
Why would I ever need to swing again?
But that
Just
is a bit stupid.
jump off of
to be
something
real.
high, right? Run up the wall, jump off, and just fly. Woo! And then hit the wall, run up,
Falling
fly.
style.
Woo!
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Turns
it's not
into water.
fun
You
anymore.
know why?
The fun is jumping off a skyscraper and then maybe your things won't work or maybe they will.
So
It's
let me
see
tell
how
you
it
what
goes.
happened, Madman. And I don't want this to hurt your feelings.
Oh
But
boy.
Spider-Man finally gave in.
What do you mean gave in?
He gave in. He has conceded to Batman.
Oh, the Arkham
said-
games? I mean, they
No, he
already
conceded. He
in the
says
beginning.
it's not cool to swing. I want to glide around
Spice
like
I
Batman.
swing.
So he gave in his webs.
Wait a minute. Am I stupid? No. In the Tom Holland movies, yeah, he had those web things like in the like he was able to lie before.
Time he used it.
Probably in a comic somewhere.
Nope.
He probably did.
Trash. Jesse B says diversified companies do better. Even when Xbox had nothing first party, they had Game Pass to back them up, and they're still able to put out Pentiments and Groundeds and be okay. Exactly, Jesse B. Somebody at Sony didn't take business class. That's what happened.
Very
Bigger Reality says most of those games are coming out in 2025 or 2026. Shaking my head. Crazy.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's wild. Dusty Uno says, bruh, he been able to fly. Comic cartoon history. Listen, Dusty, okay? I can appreciate you coming in here with your comic cartoon history, okay? But in video games, Spider-Man is supposed to swing. If he's flying, then he's trying to step up to Batman. And we all know here that Spider-Man got shit on Batman.
But Spider-Man will whoop Batman's ass.
Listen, that may be true. That may be true. Okay?
All right.
But the bat can survive in the rain. And we all know what happens to spiders in the rain. They go down the water drought. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. He's
just wash them out.
It's
okay?
spout. CMoney.
Yeah, that's what I said. Spout.
You said drought.
No. Listen, you want to sleep outside?
Leave my baby alone. You want to sleep outside?
I'll go find a spider and become Spider-Man.
Get it together.
I'm good, babe.
Send your ass out there real quick.
I don't like the rain.
Yeah.
I like it indoors.
The rain.
Dusty says, I need a space ghost game. Space ghost. Are you talking about like Ghost Rider? Or are you talking about like just spooky ghosts? Like, woo, we're in space. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. Darren says, I heard Ray reviewers.
Oh, Space Ghost is a superhero character like back in the day.
I heard Ray. What'd you say?
Space Ghost is a comic book character from back in the day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. And Dusty's face over here says it all. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Thank you for fixing that, Darren. Because I was like, Ray reviewers. Who are these people? These Rays. Early reviewers were complaining about the web wings. There's too much reliance on using them, which will replace web swinging. That's not good, in my opinion. That's exactly what I said.
It takes away the whole Spider-Man situation, right?
What's the point? Stupid web wings. I don't want Spider-Man to fly. I want to swing.
Oh, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I remember that. Oh my God. That's dope. I feel like Casper when he goes upstairs to the attic and he finally sees his toys when he was a kid for the first time. He was like, I remember.
Oh my God.
Is that too much of a deep cut for people here?
Probably.
Casper was the shit. Okay, I'm sorry.
Casper was pretty alright.
But yes, Space goes coast to coast. Yo, I fucking remember that shit. Yo, that's crazy.
Did you like it back then?
Yeah, back in the day, that shit was dope. All right. We're gonna move on from the topic of the show. So that was the beefy topic of the show. We covered a lot in there. There's really 3 topics in there, but we're gonna move into our gaming news block and then wrap up the show. That wasn't a stutter. I was just saying it 3 times.
Was dropping bars.
I was dropping bars. But we're gonna get to the gaming news block right after this. Well, all right, we have that we're going to talk about. We're not going to spend too much time talking about all this stuff, but we will hit it.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Rashawn, his comment. So they complained about the wings and then still gave it a 9.
They didn't give it a 9.
Well, I
gave it
an 8, but everybody else gave it a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So yeah, I honestly. The only reason I think that they gave Spider-Man an 8 was the entire situation that took place with Starfield, and they knew they were going to get a shit ton of heat. They're seeing where Xbox is right now, and they're doing it out of like necessity, I would say.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. We're actually gonna talk about Spider-Man. So let's
Oh yes.
We're gonna get yeah, I agree 100%. Nino says in the movies, Holland used them sparingly to get in better position. He didn't quite glide through the air like in the game. Yeah, they went wild in there. FarQ says, CMoney, you do that voice again, I'm unsubbing. JK.
What voice are you
Man, I don't even
technically?
remember what voice I did. You were at great risk of me doing it again because I don't remember what I did. So that is rough. All right. Our boy, Pete Hines. He's retired, guys.
Everyone loves behind.
He's gone bye-bye.
He is going bye-bye. He's leaving Bethesda, the place that he loves. And for most people, this is just a normal situation where he's just a guy who's been there for 24 years. So he's retiring.
Good.
And that's it. But I say nay. There is more to this story. So this is the thing. And we don't have to go too deep into it, depending on how far you guys want to go into it. But the thing about this is that in a world where those emails didn't leak or we didn't see him on Twitter, like profusely apologizing to PlayStation fans for not getting Starfield, even though we didn't get Ghostwire Tokyo
What was
or
that apology?
Deathloop. Yeah, we got no apologies
Yeah,
for
there's
those
no
things.
apology
Even though
given.
a lot of us are like, man, this sucks. We would like that. P. Hines didn't give three shits
No.
about Xbox fans getting to play any of those games.
Yeah.
Okay. But he cared very much so that
He's
the
freaking
PlayStation
lucky.
fans
If I was Phil, I would have bitch slapped the shit out of him
Bro.
right on stage.
right across.
Yeah,
Really
right
hard.
across.
Like,
Like,
how
you
dare
know
you
your place,
disrespect
bitch.
So this is the thing.
Hey.
One in the interview earlier that we talked about with Phil that he had after the ABK closing, he says in there that his friend Pete Hines was retiring. And it's going to happen in November. Okay. His friend Phil says friend to Pete. And he did a letter. Pete Hines wrote a letter, his retirement letter, thanking Bethesda about all the good times, all that fun stuff. Oh, how
Thanks,
I love it.
bro.
We did so much, all this crap. And then that was it. He just thanks Bethesda and says, I'm out. Peace. But I take offense for my
Why?
boy Phil.
I get it.
I
Oh, is it
take
because he was
offense
threatened
for
by
my
get
boy
Phil
Phil.
Benser?
Because Phil's out here being a good guy, saying, my friend Pete. Meanwhile, Pete's out here saying, I don't even know you, Phil. You
Oh, he
mean
didn't even thank Phil
nothing to
Spencer.
me. He
Dude,
didn't thank
put
or
some
acknowledge
respect
anything.
on
So
the
in that
name.
letter, he didn't mention anything. But if you remember, prior to being purchased, Bethesda was not flying high. Okay. Bethesda wasn't singing out here on rooftops, just throwing dollar bills everywhere because they got it like that. It was a private company. They were big into single player games. They had their whole hashtag save single player games. They came out with their single player games. They got great reviews. Critics love them. Nobody bought them. So immediately next year, you see this huge pivot to games as service games. Now every game.
The hashtag changed to save me, bitch.
Yeah, hashtag save me,
Save
bitch.
me.
I love that. Hashtag save me, bitch. Then it became all multiplayer shit, and all of it was garbage. Okay, everything that they did, people were not happy with. Outside of Elder Scrolls Online, that was good, but they did the Young Bloods, the Wolfenstein 1 and 2, amazing games. How do you mess up the next one? By making it co-op and doing it half-assed because you didn't actually
The formula, bitch.
Fallout Online,
76.
yeah, Fallout 76. Again, kind of crap storm. They ultimately stuck with it and fixed it, but again, shit the bed. And then the most recent victim that we got to witness was Redfall, which was a game that they were forced to make into multiplayer aspects, games as a service. They had microtransactions in it. Everything was in there. Xbox bought them 3 years ago and had all that stuff removed from the game, said microtransactions, it's gone. So Bethesda was sinking, they were dying. Xbox came, Phil came to save them and gave them more time to work on Starfield, made it the beautiful gem that it is now, game of the generation. And that was Pete's swan song, right? That was his last farewell. He finished that game and he's like, now I'm out. But it only came out that good because Xbox gave them the time to do it. Because
And the money.
it would in the money. If not, it wouldn't have come out nearly as good as it did. And in that letter, he did not utter one word about Phil, not one word about Xbox, nothing. Not even saying, I'm sad to go, but I know that I can rest well because Bethesda's in great hands with a great partner like Xbox who came in, saved my ass. Also, fun fact, when they bought them, Pete Hines got a massive bag from that purchase. So thank you for funding my retirement, Phil. Xbox, nothing. And that, my friends, is some bullshit.
Borderline evil.
I don't appreciate that. I think that's trash. I think that was trash of Pete to not do that publicly.
Yeah, because if
Fucked up.
he felt a certain way, like you still should go ahead and do it. You had time. You wrote the damn thing. It wasn't like you were in a freaking in the moment just saying some crap that came to your head. You had the time to go over what you were going to say, to think about what you were going to say, and you chose to kind of put this out there. Honestly, listen, you essentially said, "Here, guys, read between the lines. This is how I feel." You're a bitter bitch.
Bitter.
I'm gonna call it like it is.
Facts.
Because if somebody gives you the time and the money to freaking make a freaking generation game like freaking Starfield, right? That's some nasty crap to do, to walk off as if you don't owe them anything.
Facts. It's
It was
crazy.
really disrespectful. It was nasty. I think that he was just upset with the fact that Philly's out there running it and telling him what to do, essentially.
I agree.
What Philly says goes. At the end of the day, it was Philly's head you guys wanted when Redfall didn't deliver, and so
Dude, he took the
Philly
bullet
yeah, he did.
for him, bro.
That was
That's
crazy.
bro. You took the bullet for this dude.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. If that game was amazing, if everybody loved that game,
Nobody
the
would have said
narrative would
anything
have
to thank
been Phil
Xbox.
had nothing to do with that because that game was being made
Yep.
before they were purchased. But if they drop the ball and the game is shit, you're gonna go ahead and blame Phil for it? That's crap.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
Dion says he wants Spider-Man to be their anti-Superman game because he can fly, and that's a game I would like to see Xbox bring back. Yo, that would be dope for sure. Big boy Mike.
Let's go.
Drop it. This is our homie.
Yeah.
Good riddance, Pete. Yeah.
Go kick rocks, baby.
Go kick rocks, fam. Jesse B says,
too. Don't use
for
any
real,
food.
for real. Jesse B says, I hate people who were capping for him. Fucking facts. As a C-suite executive, you need to know when to be quiet and when to toe the line with your new boss and the business.
Yes.
Yo, facts. That's exactly
Thank
what Big
you.
Boy said. Facts. Because that's some bullshit, dude. Like, this is your new boss. You're gonna talk shit. Yo, he wrote that email so aggressively. Like he was talking to his little kid or something. Like, yo, I'm telling you, honestly, I feel like Phil went in there, said, yo, we're cool, but shit is changing. You don't make those decisions. You run them through me. And I think he got pissy with his little bitch self and just booked. That's what I feel.
Because didn't he also say like something about like after a year, or when the time is up from when he can do other things or some crap like that? Wasn't that a part of that message?
I don't know. But I do know he was a bitch about it. And that's the truth. Big Boy Mike says, if you're not Team Green, don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. Yo, I'm going to say, let that shit hit you. Feel that shit on the way out, okay?
I hope you scream.
I want that shit to hit you so hard that you fly a little bit. Join Spider-Man. Forget the webs. Just fly a little bit when that door hits you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Fuck out of here with that shit. Fucking crazy. He's a low-key pony, bro. That's what we know the truth is.
It is.
We know. We know, Pete. We know.
He did not have a problem when those games were exclusive to PlayStation. He did not say a freaking darn thing. And now he's out. He's ready to split. You are a bitch ass.
Facts.
All right. Jesse's right. People out there freaking clapping, blowing, like, calm the fuck down. Like, look at the situation. I can't stand the fact that people don't like to look deeper. Pay attention.
Agreed.
Wake the fuck up.
100% agreed. Couldn't agree more. Like that's just facts.
Yeah, like it's this surface level crap. Oh well, that's what he said. That must be it. Like you get your facts straight.
Man,
Put
like
crap together. Think a
peer
little
through the
bit.
bullshit, bro. Sometimes you got to put on the gloves. Okay, you find their big pile of shit and you just go through it. And you're like, oh look at that. Yup, there's more shit beneath. Let's look at that shit because that shit is the real shit. This is surface fake shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to find that one. Fuck that, man. Like Jesse B says, I appreciate the real talk.
Oh, thank you,
It's
baby.
okay to be neutral.
Yeah.
But Pete done goofed and no one wants to say it. It is true. And honestly, listen, I know, listen, this whole neutral shit, if there was real neutral shit, I would say fine. Right?
That's
I would
the
say
thing.
fine.
That's
but
the
I
thing.
don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe
Yeah.
you're neutral. I believe
you just don't want to ruffle feathers. You don't want to make people upset. If you're on a mic and you're stating your opinion, say your freaking opinion and have it be real. Have it be what you feel. Have it be what comes to your mind. Think about it for a minute. And the one thing is conversation. If you say something that's a great freaking point that I didn't see, I can think about it for a minute and be like, you know what? I didn't even think of that shit. It makes freaking sense. Just like we do here with the chat and we do here with each other. Like, you can't be that blinded because that means you're narrow-minded, and that's a problem.
Facts. And listen, repping your squad doesn't mean you're blind to the other shit. Like I said, man, we see the Spider-Man logo right behind Doodle, right?
Yep.
We're not, we got the 19 inches of Venom coming, baby.
Yep.
Like it's coming.
Exactly.
We're gonna put it up somewhere around here. But like we're like people. I don't want to go too deep into this because I don't want anybody to feel too hurt about it, but like I just feel like be you, man. Like be the truth. Be the truth. Like don't fucking hide this shit. Just
and be
what's
what
up,
it
man.
may be from it though. But at least you weren't sitting there sugarcoating bullshit.
Facts, y'all. Facts. Absolutely.
Like tell it like it is. Say what you feel. And like, yes, again, there's no problem with having every freaking system.
Yeah.
They all make great games individually. But you got to call it like it is.
Absolutely. Especially when it's pony behavior.
Yeah.
Right? Our boy Umber would say hooved hooligans. Right? This is the reality, right? It's like, listen, we're fine with PlayStation. PlayStation is fine. PlayStation itself as a console box, it's just another place for me to play a game if the game's good, right? It's the company that I can't stand because of how they treat their customers, and it's the ponies.
Yeah.
It's the fucking ponies who sit there talk shit
for
no reason with their ignorant bullshit. And it's like it's so
well, it's times where the toxic community ruins the product.
Yeah, dude. It's so full of shit that they talk so much nonsense. When they're up top, they try to beat down on the little guy, right? Or they try to beat down on the people below. It's like, guess what? Motherfucker, we up now.
Yeah.
We up
yeah,
now.
And that's the thing.
And we're gonna let you know.
See, this is the thing.
We gonna let you know.
This is my situation. We're up now, right? Now you don't want to have the conversations that you were having before.
Yep.
The crap that you were claiming before, right? About Xbox being out and all this shit. Now you want to be all neutral. The conversations don't need to be had. Well, they do, because you were talking hella shit before.
Absolutely.
And so where's that talk now? Go ahead and freaking apologize. Go say your freaking piece, and then we can move on from the nonsense.
Yep, absolutely.
But they're not there.
No, because they're on some bullshit. Big Boy says the media and ponies act as if Xbox has the clap. What a joke. Yo, this is the thing. Xbox looks so good right now, even with the clap. You still want to hit it. You know what I'm saying? You still want to hit it. That's the type of status that Big Boy is talking about with Xbox. They not fucking around. Okay.
By the way, I don't know if you guys got the wrap for the Xbox. I wasn't sure how I felt about it. It freaking looks like it's a part of it, by the way. CMoney put up a tweet with a video of it and a little video, like a short. In the picture of it. I don't know if you put it in our Discord too, but yes, it's looking sexy. I wasn't sure how they were gonna attach, how they were gonna stay.
Yep.
It looks like it's a freaking
it looks like a
Starfield
real
system.
console. It's really dope. It came out really, really well. Jean-Marc Lewis, welcome, my man. Welcome. He says, the minute Pete walk out the door, he gonna talk so much shit. Glad he gone for real. You don't want that type of energy in their office. You know what I'm saying? You want him out. This is
Mhm.
all about Team Green, baby. If you don't bleed green, then get the fuck out.
It's a stepping,
Get the
bitch.
fuck out. We're not here to wonder what you care about. No. Fuck out of here. Xbox Space City. Welcome, my man.
Welcome,
Welcome.
baby.
Says, what's good, fam?
What's
Bill
good,
told
baby?
Pete, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Capiche? Yo.
Capiche.
And then I came after and fly
Cabitch.
kicked the door to just rock them out. That's it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck outta here,
Oh
you
my
shit.
god.
Jesse B says you can acknowledge the good someone did and be real about the problems.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't have to be fucking a little bitch all the time. Jean-Marc Lewis says, you know, when Black Ops 4 drop, that's when they're gonna feel it. Yo,
Yeah, they're gonna. The
yo,
pain is gonna be real. There are gonna
absolutely.
be a lot of them crying,
Black Ops
Absolutely.
4.
being held under a blanket. You know, I would love to see some video though.
Yeah.
I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I want to see some footage of this.
I want to
shit, of
make,
these
I want to
fucking
like,
ponies
I want to go find a
losing their shit.
pony and like, you know, watch them as they're like watching the next Xbox showcase or something, and then just have like a bottle there and collect all the tears, right? And then I want to sell it. I think we'd get good money for it. I think we would. Real life
But
pony
these
tears.
original,
These are original pony
tears.
tears.
Oh,
Big
the
boy
genuine,
Mike
authentic original.
Yeah,
out
baby.
here representing like we know he does. I was born a bot.
Let's
Yo,
go.
facts. Okay, facts. See all these beautiful people behind me? See that? Yes, they're my babies. They're all over here.
All I'm
Everywhere.
gonna say, listen, all
Everywhere.
I'm gonna say is your hands were made to hold a freaking
Duke.
OG,
The Duke.
the Duke,
The Duke.
the
I have so many
OG
Dukes around too.
Xbox controller.
Look at that. Look at that size. Look at that. The moment Xbox got into this game,
Yo,
it said, we ain't here for the
struggle.
little bitches.
Yo, the
Okay?
struggle for me.
We ain't here for
was
the little
real.
bitches. We here for the real bots. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that shit. That's a handful of controller. All right. It's a handful of controller. Shit. Gotta keep my shit pretty over there. I love that controller. It's my favorite. General Spartan says the only friendly communities on PlayStation I've ever been in were for Killzone and Resistance. The rest were toxic as fuck. Yo,
They don't see or hear anything past
it's,
their delusional minds.
you know,
the
PlayStation
problem.
should force you. It should be like you should be ID'd. You know what I'm saying? Like they should force you to identify yourself as like a pony or a fan. Like, are you a PlayStation fan? Because you're welcome to like be in the chat and talk with us. You're welcome to come and hang with us. You're welcome to play games with us. Like that's fun
Welcome to speak
because
the truth.
PlayStation fans, Xbox fans, we're the same, just on a different side of the coin. But them ponies is not allowed, right? Ponies are trash.
They know who they are.
That is the reality. Those are just facts. So
Listen, there are. I have more respect for the ponies that are ponies and are kind of like aware and they're out with it.
yeah.
Beware of those undercover ponies, though.
Yeah, you know why? Because
Look out for.
those fake neutrals are the ones
Mhm.
that when you turn off the camera, they turn around and they say like, fuck Xbox.
I know.
Xbox is shit.
That's the
And then they
thing.
come on, they're like, man, guys, can't we just all play the same games together and
Yep.
just be happy? Then they
That's
turn
the
off the camera
thing.
and it's like, fuck Xbox, right?
Yep.
Like, don't be fucking fake, man. I hate fake people. I hate it. It's the worst. Man up.
Agreed.
Big Boy
Live
Mike
in your
says,
truth, baby.
right. Wait, PlayStation has a community? Yo, you would be surprised to find out that they might, because I don't know either. It's evaded
We
me.
just
No,
we
it
just
had
throw
it
the
back in the
words
day.
out
It
there.
had it back in the day. PlayStation 2 days,
3
right? When I
days,
was
like
playing
that little era.
SOCOM and I had a clan and you were getting online for the first time with that connector box you added to the back of the PlayStation. Like those were the days that PlayStation was a good place to be. Now they don't even need to exist, to be honest with you. But I mean, we want them to exist for the benefit of Xbox. But outside of that, it's like, come on, man. Darren says, been on Team Green since 360 days, baby. 2013 looked scary, but stayed 10 toes down. Fast forward 2018, the comeback began. It's 2023 now, and Xbox is on its way up.
Yo,
Facts. Facts, Darren. Those
I
some bars.
cannot wait
Hell
till
yeah.
next year, guys.
Oh
I
my God.
cannot wait.
It's
I'm
so
so excited. So excited to come talk to
RWK.
you guys. Hi,
Welcome, my
baby.
man.
Welcome, my love.
Welcome. General Spartan says Big Boy Mike had they had a community. It got really toxic around the time of the PlayStation 4. Yeah, that's true.
They
Oh
lack
shit,
self-control.
Rashawn. D-Batch. You know why? This is the thing. D-Batch is not that because D-Batch is as a PC head. Okay, so he lets you know very straight up that he's a PC dude.
But he just hates consoles
So
in
he
general.
doesn't. He
Rashawn
does.
James.
He's aligned with Xbox, but he does feel PlayStation. You know, he goes back and forth. I don't know. D-Batch is a cool dude.
You just pay attention. The words they come out. You hear them in between.
Yeah, absolutely. General Spartan says, I snagged my Xbox One after the Kinect was gone. Oh, okay. So that was your first experience on Xbox? Oh, welcome, man. That's dope.
I love the Kinect though.
The Kinect was dope. The Kinect got a bad rap.
I had a lot of
the
fun
price,
with that.
And it
and
was
the
the fact that it was
messaging.
targeted at
Yeah.
casuals. Ugh.
Yeah, but it wasn't gonna be. That's what's fucked up. It was only targeted as casuals because only casuals were buying it to begin with, as far as the Kinect, the first round. That's why they put it in the box this time. They made it so it had to be there so that developers knew it was going to be there and that they can actually experiment with doing creative shit for
No
their
one
game.
did.
Which, you know, they didn't do things visually, but vocally, it was dope as hell. And when you played Rise back in the day on the Kinect and say, fire! And then, like, that shit was dope. I mean, not great if you're, you know, trying to play at night in a quiet
Can't talk.
space, but overall, it was still dope. Big Boy Mike says Marlin Gaming is the worst casual. You know, I don't even know who Marlin Gaming is, though. I gotta tell you, my bubble's pretty small of where I go. Like, I didn't even know Dreamcast guy existed. The only way I found out any of these people,
when they were,
when they are brought into my conversations, either on Twitter or whatever. Like, outside of that, don't know. So Charles says PS2 days was and is still the best of PlayStation. It really was. PlayStation 2 days were crazy. Xbox Space City says ponies made me look at every PlayStation fan sideways. And I know they all aren't like that. Fans and fanboys are two completely types of people. You know what, Space City? You're 100% right. You know what the problem is? That's why you got to look at them sideways, because
you got to figure it out.
PlayStation fan can very easily be a pony behind the camera or on the other side of it. You just don't know. You don't know. And that's why it's kind of like, you know, real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are real, like, I love our chat. I love that you guys are out here just fucking letting it be known. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that other box. I don't give a shit about those ponies. Fuck them guys. Right? That's what I prefer.
I don't see it like
I prefer straight up real
it as like real talk.
Yeah, real talk,
Like,
man.
I don't see it as trashing or
it's like sports teams. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
Cowboys versus
I
the
don't see it that
49ers.
way.
They hate each other, but they still love the sport, right? So
Mhm.
we're all in the same thing. We just got two teams, and one team happens to be the right one, and that's Xbox. So, you know, good choice, Xbox fans. We made the right side of history. Dion says all those PlayStation 3 Call of Duty games cannot work on PlayStation 4 or 5, but they can work on Xbox, and they're going to be upset because we're having fun backwards compatibility, baby. You know, it's funny, but it's true. We said, oh, Call of Duty is not going to be exclusive to Xbox. It's going to be everywhere. Backspace, back that shit up, my man, because we do have Call of Duty games that are exclusive to Xbox in the current gen days, because I could take my 360 Xbox Call of Duties
Dion
and play them
dropping bars.
now. Dion, let them know how it is, man. That's how it goes. Fuck that. Jesse B says, we the Jeffersons up in here. Yo, facts. Bigger Reality says, who you think won the console war, PlayStation 3 or 360? Well,
PS3
360 had the better games and had the better, like, while we were really paying attention to the 360, the 360 won. It's just that we moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were moving on. We were,
On
we
to the
were
next
looking to
one.
the next thing.
Listen,
Phil,
we
Xbox
were
is looking to the
listening to
next thing.
Jay-Z, yo. On to the next
On
one.
to the
We were
next
out
one.
there.
And then
Meanwhile,
the ending is
PlayStation,
when Sony wanted to actually to give a shit
yeah,
and release
PlayStation
all
like
the best games of all time. in,
dragged on to that
2 minute,
shit.
like that
And
2-month cycle.
yeah, and it's like, let's release Last of Us on the PlayStation 3 when we know damn well we're gonna release it again in a year on the PlayStation 4.
What a
It's like some
freaking
bitch,
Which
bunch of
they
some
did
bitch
because
ass.
that literally sold millions of PlayStation 3s. That's probably the game. That's probably like the only reason why it bumped past the 360. It's
Yeah,
just one of those games.
it's just towards the end because it was at this cheapest point, right? At its cheapest price, they kept releasing it, kept going. It's just what it was. But obviously, us real Xbox heads know that that was our generation. We lived that generation flying high. So I don't know about that other bullshit. Yeah, General Spartan says in terms of games, it was a 360. I feel that. Rashawn says, did you listen to his Spider-Man video? I'm assuming you're talking about that Marlin guy. I did not, but I'm
We
assuming
did
already that
not,
he's trash. So
but if you have us on Twitter, just send it to us.
yeah,
We'll check it
tag us
out.
on it. Will we? Do we want to give him a review? Fuck that guy. Just tell us
Sure.
about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let the word of mouth spread. The bigger reality says the Connect was pretty cool. Yeah, it was. It was. RWK says Don Matrick just didn't advertise it correctly. That's the biggest problem, man. Look,
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened, right? Like, I'm glad it happened. We needed Phil, right? So Phil would never have come to us if Don Matrick actually hit the shit out the park. But like a lot of that shit, man, first of all, he seemed crazy then, but a lot of shit is reality right now. Digital is huge, all digital, always connected online. Everything's connected online all the time now. The fucking the TVs and movies and shit. All of a sudden, now we got all these TV shows and movies about games, right? They were there, they were doing all that shit first, but everything got fucked up and they had to give it back. The same thing that still hurts me to this day, that family share. Come on,
Yeah.
man. We need it. And you notice they've been really quiet about that shit. They're not bringing it back up. I don't think the testing went good for them, to be honest with you. Remember, they were testing the family plan in some other country,
Yeah.
and then they stopped it. And honestly, I just feel like it brought down their numbers too much.
I get that.
I think you basically you cut all your numbers by divided by 5. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these people are gonna find these other people to split it with.
Yep.
So it's like, you have 35 million subs to just 7 million subs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Damn.
how fucking fast it can happen if you release the family plan and, let them do, run nilly-willy with that shit. So I kind of feel like, as much as I want the family plan,
It's probably not good for business.
I don't think it makes sense. Like, I want the games more than I want family plan. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
Like, I
that.
want
You
that
don't want them
constant cash
slowing
flow.
down on
Yeah.
anything else
I don't want them to have
because of the cut.
anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a good price right now with everything they're giving us. It's a great price actually when you think about it, and we're making it work.
Yeah, man.
You log in, we take turns, we'll figure shit out, and I have
Or we just pay for multiple game
yeah,
pass at this
'cause I
point.
have my own, but it's just easier to, you know.
Yeah, it's just better to just have it. It is what it is. General Sparta says, my first experience on Xbox was the OG Xbox. Facts. My brother destroyed me. Me and my brother destroyed each other on Dead or Alive 3, and I destroyed everyone else
Oh
in
my
my
gosh,
cottage. Yo,
Dead or
Dead or Alive
Alive
3
was
was so
insane.
amazing.
Oh my god,
So amazing. We played the shit out of that game.
we did.
And we played it. We had a fight night. We had a stream that we did months ago.
Yeah, a while back.
It was a fight
where
night where we
we
streamed
fought
a
each
bunch of
other.
fighting games, and it was between me, Doodle, Madman, and Purpleberry, our daughter. And we were just playing a bunch of of fighting games. And Dead or Alive, man, such a good game, dude. Like, I wish that game came back for real. Not like they lost track, like they just got weird with that game. They didn't really put the right energy into it because it was so amazing. But they need to bring it back in a real way. And like that should be it.
Fighting games are back. This is the time.
Yeah, for real. Bigger Reality says, I don't even watch Marlon anymore. Facts. Fuck that guy. I don't even know who he is. Big Boy
Probably
Mike
the
says
nice
DCG
guy.
face looks like a pin cushion. Oh, damn. The slander is real. CMoney, they actually had amazing games on the PlayStation 2. Facts. Dreamcast guy was just sitting there waiting. Big boy Mike, hey, that hurts my feelings, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. General Spar says DCG reminds me more of a meteor and Peter Griffin's chin put together. Oh my
Holy
god.
fudge.
Damn. That's a fatality right there. That's a decapitation. John Mark Lewis, he says 360 won the gen. They stopped making them while Sony was still selling PlayStation 3s. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like we won the gen while we were still playing the game. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened. We were playing, the NBA finals. It was the last round. We won. The game was over. We destroyed them. We left and they kept playing. You know what I'm saying? They were just going into their own thing, like, oh, more points. It's like, bro, the game's over.
It's evident because they don't even sell Xbox Ones anymore. I'm pretty sure. Even the S, like,
no, man,
I don't even think they do. But you can literally still go to like a Walmart. Like I just the other day when we went to Target, there's still PS4 sold. Like, like for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, a bundle.
They're trying to.
They won't stop selling them.
They want to catch up to some. We'll be at PlayStation 7, and you can still buy a PlayStation 4.
Fun fact, if you go on Amazon, I'm not joking. There are a couple of PS2 games shipped and sold brand new. Like you could if you really wanted to.
That's wild. FarQ says 360 won that gen. PS3 only outsold 360 because it continued to sell into the new generation. Exactly.
They were cheating. They were cheating.
They were just trying to get it so that they can say we won. But you know what's funny? Because that fucked them with the trial. Because technically, since they won the generation, Xbox was able to say we lost every single generation that we've been in existence. So how is this going to hurt you, Sony? Backfire, bitch. We got that. That's the long haul. We came back years later to hit you with that shit. Yeah. We knew this was coming. We were preparing.
Billy Bill is petty. Just like us.
He is petty. Jesse B says PlayStation keys manufacturing last gen at least a year into the new one. Yeah, exactly. Clowns. Rashawn says, I'm talking about D-Batch. LOL. I'm not on Twitter. Yeah, D-Batch. Yeah, the dude who rocks with Dealer, right? RDX. And D-Batch. I mean, he's a pretty cool dude. But he's a PC head first and foremost. He just so happens to also be into console games. You're not on Twitter, so you're like Hargeet. You're a Hargeet. No Twitter.
Listen. You know, it's funny. When we were checking out that Call of Duty beta, you could hear them tapping on the keyboard.
Oh yeah, those fucking cheating fucks.
Crazy. It was so annoying. You just hear the tapping and the tapping. Pop, 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 pop. It was annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Like turn off your freaking mic.
Yeah, just stop. But they're annoying. Bigger Reality says a Gears of War TV show would be dope.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be so fire. Shintaro agrees. Big Boy Mike agrees.
Are they making like a Netflix adaptation of Gears of War?
It's possible.
They are.
He says Big Boy Mike exactly an animated Gears of War on Netflix.
That's 100% happening.
Yeah. That's dope. John Mark Lewis says there will be 4 publishers on Game Pass: Bethesda, Activision, EA Access, Xbox Studios, and technically, if you pay more, well, I guess then
Ubisoft.
You got Ubisoft, but I don't know exactly how that balances out. But yeah, I agree. Big Boy Mike says Xbox has the best community. Period.
I agree.
These 100%. Are facts, bro. Facts. 100%. Easy. Darren says Dreamcast guy face looks like a bowl of porridge.
Dreamcast guy, yo.
Jim Ryan's Goldilocks, just sitting there eating it. It's bad. That was really nice.
By the way, like now that you were doing this with you turn your face side to side. How messed up? Like I don't know if you guys were watching or just listening to the interview, but poor Phil was sat in the middle.
Oh, because they put the chick on the other side. It was like
I cannot.
Kept trying to look back.
Yes, how respectful he was about the fact that he was sitting in the middle. It would have been so much easier to just face one side. This guy must have
been on the solo seats on the side.
Yes,
they could have been on the other side, and he could have looked at all of them.
Why make it difficult? Why make it freaking difficult
sabotage.
so he can fuck up and then he can get trashed on the internet? Look at Phil ignoring, because it was a female to his right. and then the two dudes were on the other side. Yo,
Facts.
that would have been all over the internet.
It would have been,
Yeah.
but he handled it the right way.
He
Big
really
Boy Mike says, "If you want a PlayStation 3, get a second job." Yo, when he came on
did.
stage and said that, what a slap to the face.
$600.
Yeah, that's a problem. RWK says, "DC guy face looked like you pissed on an ant mound."
Oh
Oh,
my
God.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my God. GCast guy says, "Come on now, that's not nice. I can't even enjoy my porridge. That's all I think about is my face." That's fucked up. Big Boy Mike says, "DCG face looked like a porcupine sat on his face."
Holy
God
you guys are
damn.
on
You guys are
fire
vicious.
tonight.
Yo, honestly, I
Yo,
never even knew
I
this
agree
guy
with
existed.
all of those, by the way.
Yeah, it was Cypher. God damn it.
Silent Cypher.
Silent Cypher. I keep wanting to call him Siphon Filter. I don't know why.
Yeah, because
but
the game is
he brought that fucking face crater shit. That was traumatizing to me.
Yeah.
That was traumatizing. All right. We're supposed to be finishing up and wrapping up.
Oh,
and
yes.
we're just living the best life with you guys. So thank you, because you guys are
freaking
awesome.
hanging out with our
All right. So we had like so much more shit, like so much more topics that we could have talked about, but we'll save that for Monday.
Oh, Morning Quest.
Yeah, we'll save that for Morning Quest because
Yes.
it's a bit much. So what we're gonna do though is we're gonna end the show talking about the battle of the century, Spider-Man 2 versus Mario Wonder.
The
Yo.
Barbenheimer of video games.
That's it. Oh my God.
Spider Mario.
Oh my God. I looked down and so much stuff came up. Dreamcast guy says, "I handed in my pony card and this is what I get." Damn.
Oh my God.
RWK says, "Creamcast guy." Oh my God. Jean-Marc Lewis says, "Xbox gonna hit PlayStation 5 Pro with that parity clause, just like they did to the Series X." Yo, that would be hilarious. Yo, that's so smart. That is funny as fuck. Sappho, yo, Sappho,
Welcome, baby.
welcome.
Welcome.
What's up,
Happy
Sappho?
Thursday.
I feel like we have like a censor when everybody's talking shit about Dreamcast guy. People just pop up like, "Oh
I
shit."
know. They're like,
Oh,
wait, I
shit.
sensed it. Where is it?
Yeah. He says DC guy's face looks like an untreated STD. God
Yo.
damn it.
Oh my God.
All right, come on now.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going. I want some Spidey.
Big Boy Mike, Big
Mario.
Red says, "Great show, guys. Thank you so much." Big Boy Mike
Thank
says,
you.
"CMoney, have you had any pancakes lately?" No, I can't even think about that shit. See, you just said it, and it
He's
fucks
gonna
me up.
need a while
Bro, pancakes are
before
delicious.
that happens.
Yeah, it is gonna be wild. Bigger Reality says, "Mario Wonder, hands down." LOL. Yo,
I'm with you.
there,
I'm
man.
with
Farky
you.
says,
Actually,
really
that's what I
enjoyed-
want to ask you guys.
All right,
See-
hold on. Farky
Huh?
says, "Really enjoyed the show. Thanks,
Thank
Doodle.
you,
CMoney,
baby.
man. Oh,
Well,
we
thank
appreciate
you for watching.
We appreciate you. All right.
All
Let's
right.
get going because we'll never finish.
Finish.
All right,
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Mario. Wait, let me do this before we start talking. Let me spit the facts of the numbers.
Oh no.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So facts. Spider-Man, Metacritic, and OpenCritic, 90. Okay. Mario, Metacritic, OpenCritic, 93. Okay. So this is the
Shit,
thing.
that was funny.
We got Mario one corner, Spider-Man the other corner. Let's
And they're in
break
a
it down
boxing
to
ring.
the first idea. Who will win in sales?
Mario.
I'm with Mario here.
127 plus million Nintendo Switch owners. Like, even if they don't really want to play, they'll be like, "Oh well, I mean, I'm pretty much obligated to."
Mario is
Spider-Man,
going
like,
to
that's a
kill it.
50 something million install base, and a fraction of that will actually buy it because a fraction actually plays PlayStation games. So
That's
I'm
right.
sure it'll sell out his lifetime, but Mario will sell pretty fast.
Yeah. It's
feel
gonna be
that.
crazy.
I feel that. Honestly, I feel the same way. I really don't think. Oh shit! I don't know if you guys been able to hear me this whole time. My mic has been low. I really don't think that at the end of the day. I mean, honestly, let me put it this way. I do believe that out of the gate, I think Spider-Man is going to sell more.
You think so?
I think Mario is a slower burn because the kids and stuff, it's going to be more for like Christmas.
Oh, for the
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
holidays.
Christmas.
It's so
So
close
people are
to
going
it.
to hold off and just wait to pick it up later. They're going to wait for Black Friday to see if they catch a sale or some shit like that. So honestly,
That's not going on sale, by the way.
I know,
I
but
mean, maybe a
people,
little sale, like $1
I feel
off.
like Spider-Man is going to come out the gate faster because there are a lot of there's enough hardcore PlayStation dudes
I
that are
didn't think about
Yes.
the parents holding the game for the holidays and stuff like that. I'm not holding it.
No, you're going to be playing pretty soon. Where I think a lot of these people are going to hold it. So I think sales wise out the gate, I think Nintendo is going to be a little bit behind PlayStation. But when it's all said and done, I'd say after the holidays, like in January, once we get like the big who won the Black
Lotto.
Friday, who won the
Mario.
holidays, I think Nintendo with the Mario.
Or Mario 1 is gonna sell like years after it actually comes out. Spider-Man after like maybe year 1, maybe 2, and then like a PlayStation hits release. That's it. It's not gonna sell much beyond that.
I'm with Mario on this. Mario's gonna sell like freaking crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Well, how about
insane.
this question?
I'm-
Doodle, CMoney. Which one are you picking up first if you had to pick one?
Okay, well, that's a silly question because we have already pre-ordered the collector's edition of Spider-Man.
All right, well, let's just say
And we have
both
the
copies
console.
are laying in front of you. Which one are you popping in first?
Well, I think we're planning on, and this might not happen, but aren't we planning on possibly streaming Spider-Man
and Mario Wonder. Guys, let us know.
and
All
Mario?
right,
Wonder?
all right. I get it. The
I
realistic,
think
like the
for us,
expectations.
for us, is not a great question, man, because we're buying Mario on day one, we're buying Spider-Man on day one.
Hypothetically, if you had a gun to your head and you had both games in front of you and said, "Listen, buddy, you're gonna get shot in 2 seconds if you don't pick one of these.
Spider-Man.
So pick the
For
big
me
cheese."
personally, it
Oh
would be
damn!
Mario
After
Wonder.
all the Spidey slander,
I don't have.
you're
Spidey
really gonna pick
slander.
Spidey.
I'm disappointed. It's not slander. It's disappointment. I wanted them
There's
to
a
make a more
difference.
graphically
Listen, you gotta
impressive
tell your
game, and I
truth.
know they held back.
Let's be
because
honest, Mario
they
looks
changed-
graphically more
they
impressive than
funded.
Spider-Man.
So I wanted them to give us a real next gen play. Yo, Jim Ryan, I mean, obviously we know it was all lies, but Jim Ryan came out here talking about motherfucking we believe in generations. I was like, all right, this is the first Spider-Man game that's actually gonna be releasing, right?
Jim Ryan fed so many lies.
Like honestly, I just think that at the end of the day, it's gonna be it would have been better graphically if they had the money. Like if it was an Xbox game, they would have made it look better. Not that it doesn't look good. Don't misconstrue it. I think it looks fine. I want real next gen. This is not real next gen. This is updated next gen. This is I made a game and with the extra power, I can make it look like this. Not like I'm making this game for next gen and this is gonna look amazing and fucking blow my socks off, right? That's my beef with it. But yeah, I'm obviously, I'm way more like I'll definitely play Spider-Man over a Mario game any day.
All right. What about you, Doodle?
Me, I will Mario Wonder. I will pop in right away. For me, I am so freaking pumped. I cannot wait to try it. Um, yeah, my copy is shipped out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it digitally, but I'm gonna wait. I was gonna just buy it, but I'm gonna wait till you get it, and then I'm gonna play with
I
you guys.
cannot
I'm gonna see if
resist.
I actually feel like playing it on my own.
Initially, I didn't have it pre-order here, but
I already know I am.
freaking Walmart had the cards, and you might get that elephant card, and I couldn't resist. I hope I get it,
That's
guys.
funny.
Fingers crossed for me.
So Darren says Spider Mid 2 score will drop some more. I'm sure of it. So it might drop out of the 90s, get into the 80s.
89.
You know,
It's still
listen, it's
decent
not
score.
in any type of mean like spirit, but like I hope so too. I hope I personally hope it drops out of the 9s.
Me too.
Yeah, I really do.
I know the old saying, fuck
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's
There's no comparison
it's bullshit.
with the games. I wasn't impressed up until the last one, and even then you can kind of see the situation there.
Yeah, I wasn't actually really sold on it until I saw the Digital Foundry,
Tech-
their thing, and they, the things they showed, it looks pretty good. It looks like they did ray tracing really well and things like that. But FarQ says I'm not even a Mario fan, and I know Mario will kill it. Facts.
Okay, so if you sorry.
Saffel says you're forgetting Japan. Spider-Man is popping like Mario. Wait, no, Spider-Man is popping like Mario is in Japan. True, but like there's a lot more Switches in Japan than there are PlayStations
I'm with
in
you,
Japan.
Sappho. I think
Yeah,
Mario's
portable
kind of
gaming is way bigger in Japan.
destroy.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know. I mean, I think
I
I'm more
think
excited
Mario
for
is gonna
Mario
do more.
Wonder, and I'm probably gonna want to play that more because unlike Spider-Man, which is a better version of something that exists, Mario's a reinvention of something that exists.
Well,
Completely something that even reviews were saying that it was nothing like any Mario game before, and it's definitely the greatest 2D Mario of all time. So yeah, I'm
what
excited.
I noticed that happens a lot for me with like PlayStation games, they get very repetitive very quickly.
Yeah.
And then I lose interest. So as much as like the flash is there when like not the actual
Flash.
super, like the pow,
We know
like,
what you're talking
whoa,
about.
this,
Oh, that's
like
about like the
The
stupid joke.
yes,
pizzazz.
the pizzazz, it kind of just fades out. And again, it doesn't matter how excited I get, then it kind of like, okay, more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. And then I feel like I don't want to do this anymore. So I think that's going to be the problem for me with this game as well.
And I don't know why, but Marvel Spider-Man always have some of the most unappealing box art because they have red Spider-Man and a red background. That has to be the stupidest design choice of all time. And Miles Morales on a black background, fucking stupid as shit.
Like they
The only
should have
thing now
swapped
you look at
them
the background,
out.
all you see is Miles because it's black to red. You can only see him, but not Peter.
Yeah,
Like it's Jesus. Who made those box arts? Damn.
a
Yeah.
pony.
A pony did. A pony did, and that's
Listen,
a
anytime
fact.
you can't make sense out of something, you just blame it on a pony. That's what I'm doing lately.
That's fair.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Jean-Marc Lewis said PlayStation gamers will be playing Modern Warfare 3, Minecraft, and Roblox. Spider-Man will be forgotten.
They
Fact.
did get Roblox.
The bigger reality says I'm picking up Mario.
Me too, baby.
I feel that.
That's
My
fair.
stuff is coming.
Is a typo, Sappho says. So Spider-Man isn't popping like Mario is in Japan. Got it. Fixed it.
Agreed.
2D Mario sells more. Bigger reality says, I feel that. RWK says Spider-Man 2 will outsell when they do the remake mastered re-release next year.
Yo,
God,
I can see that
Brilliant.
happening though. Like we're joking about it right now, but that could be the truth.
Facts.
If they can't find the funds to make new
Facts.
games, this is what they're going to
Facts.
continue to give us.
Absolutely.
And I'm with you. I love the freaking 2D Mario. Like I prefer it over the 3D
Facts.
as well.
Sappho says Jim Ryan also said PlayStation gamers aren't buying enough games. Well, we know that. They're trash. Shintaro says Jim Ryan lied his ass off.
He did.
Bro.
He freaking did.
Big Boy Mike says, I hope the new Nintendo be worth getting. The last system I bought was the SNES.
Shit.
Mario. You know, Big Boy.
Damn.
Talking about this.
Didn't even play Breath of the Wild, bro.
I really need them to come back to the to the Nintendo that I knew as a kid with them pushing forward, right? Nintendo 64. What such a big move that was. Like GameCube, that was a powerful little system, man. Like
Actually, the GameCube was more powerful than PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a powerful system. Like they were competing, man. Like they weren't fucking around.
It's frustrating that Nintendo always it's like they find it funny to handicap themselves because even though 64 was very powerful, it couldn't hold shit on a cartridge.
Exactly.
The GameCube was way more powerful than a PS2 and pretty close to the Xbox.
Yeah.
The problem though, the discs, like you could fit it in your mouth, so you couldn't hold shit in there. So some games, even if like Kingdom Hearts or Grand Theft Auto would have run, they just can't fit. It's impossible.
Yeah, and it makes it more expensive than then have to buy 2 discs or 3, and it was too much. Yeah, no, that was. I hope so, man. Fingers are crossed. I hope we get one like in March or some shit.
I
like,
just don't see Phil making that deal with them if they were going to come with the same type of power. I feel
like they have NVIDIA. You got to remember, man. DLSS, I think, is going to go a long way. I think they'll have a powerful system, probably like the Series S level, but with DLSS boosting it up to the Series X and beyond level, depending on honestly whether if they future-proof the software that they can keep just updating it with the next iteration of DLSS, then technically that Switch can be a monster.
It could.
And
then obviously they'll be selling the third-party games, but they do so well at making different variations of like Zelda and Mario that I feel like, as we've been talking before, they can make those realistic freaking Zelda look like The Witcher type of style, very dark. Like, I feel like
edgy.
they can give us that and still stay true to what they normally do and give us everything.
Facts. Agree 100%, man. And if that does happen and they do give us that,
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see what they make. Like first party Nintendo with power,
Yeah, that'll
that's
be
like a dream.
crazy.
Like they can really take it to the next level. Jesse B says Spider-Man 2 facts, bro, is a PlayStation 4 game using the power of a next gen console.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
pretty much.
Yes.
This, bro, because it's
See, I
such
love that you're
great.
saying that. That's the annoyance about it. They use
Yeah,
the
man.
same foundation. I don't know. They cheated. They cheated. You feel
Absolutely.
cheated. That's the thing. And guess what? They're not going to say, well, we use the same stuff. So we cut those corners so you guys can pay $30 for the game instead of 70. That's not happening.
Yep.
No matter how little, how much they did, we're still paying the same.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. Dion says the show has been good and great, and I also agree PlayStation needs to be humbled
Yeah.
because they haven't been humbled in a long time.
That's what got to
Agreed
them,
100%.
Dion.
And Dion, thank you for that. We appreciate
Yes.
it, man. We do like having a great time with you guys. You guys have been awesome. That's that's what makes it hard. We're supposed to be gone. Supposed to be gone, but it's hard to say goodbye, man. We
Damn,
love
that
hanging
was
with you guys.
beautiful.
Sappho says, I love the GameCube. Yo,
Yes.
One of the
it's
consoles of all
console
time.
that got away from me until Madman and Doodle for Father's Day. Was it 2013? 2014?
Yes.
Somewhere around there. 2013.
Yeah.
No, I think it was like 2013 or 2014. Yeah.
Yeah.
They surprised me and they bought me a GameCube with Resident Evil 4, all that stuff. Oh my god. With
Luigi's
Luigi's
Mansion,
Mansion.
yeah,
Luigi's
with Sonic,
Mansion.
all kinds
Smart
of
Sunshine.
Yo,
freaking
I was emotional.
yeah.
I lost it because I
You
always
did.
wanted it, and I didn't think that you can just go buy one now, later on, and they found it, man. That was so dope.
That
And now
was
we have like
beautiful.
8 GameCubes. We bought so many different colors and
Yeah,
shit.
because Madman and Purpleberry used to also love the Mario Kart, the Double Dash.
Double Dash? Double Dash
Oh
is
my
pretty good on
god.
that console.
That shit was so Double Dash is underrated.
Mhm.
That was a fun game. But yeah. Jesse B says Nintendo pivoted because Sony was coming on strong and fell into their lane making billions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sony kind of fucked them up, but I feel like Nintendo now, you can see that you're there, man. You're there. Just do it. Give us the power. It's gonna be fire.
Isn't it crazy that the two companies, obviously Nintendo and Xbox, that PlayStation's been running around trying to bully out of the market, are thriving, and PlayStation's the one in danger right now?
Absolutely.
That's talk about karma, man.
It's
Talk
telling you
about
it's
that.
switching like crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. Cephal says problem is back compat. Yes, Nintendo has a history of double charging gamers.
Yep.
Well, this is the thing. There was a rumor a little while back that they were thinking about doing 2 versions of the Switch, one with and one without back compat.
Why?
Because one's cheaper and one's more expensive. So it makes sense because if I'm a new Nintendo gamer, I don't give a shit about the old games. I want to play the new shit.
Mhm.
If I'm, if I'm nostalgic and I had these old games, then yeah, give me the option to buy the one that has the back compat, right? Like if I want to save some money because I'm not going to play old games, good. Give me the option. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to like a disc or discless version, right?
You know where they're gonna get you? They're gonna go ahead and make those games again, and then it's gonna be like, okay, you didn't
Remaster.
spend the money. Yes, you didn't
I
spend
hope
the money
the
in
deal
the
with
system, but you're gonna spend it here
on
'cause
the
it's so freaking
yeah.
tempting. Yes.
I hope
So I think
Xbox
that's how
rubs
they're
off on Nintendo a little bit with that stuff, and Nintendo starts getting in
Yes.
the right lane. I feel like that deal was a big start,
I
and I feel
agree.
like maybe they'll just see, like, you know what? We need to focus on being more consumer friendly because look at
Mhm.
what's happening to PlayStation. They're going to the shitter right now. And look, they're making money on us with their old games because they have them in that online, Nintendo Online.
And big problem, like when they make
you
those
know,
like
it's huge going
half-ass
forward.
games, like the Mario sports titles and Nintendo Switch Sports, where they come out with like one game mode and like 2 characters, and then like, we'll get content support on the way, and it's like it becomes a full game by like 2 years, and it's like that's what it should have been in the beginning. Like some of the original entries had more content.
Facts.
Stupid.
Facts. But yeah, any last
final words.
Thoughts
for the
on
execution.
the PlayStation Spider-Man 2 versus the Mario and
Gotta read Darren's comment. That
oh,
was so
Darren.
dope. Thank you, baby.
Another great show from the Latin Assassins and M. Berna. Yo, M. Berna.
Thank you, baby.
Yo, man, that's a dope ass name. Yo,
Oh,
that's fire.
okay.
Latin Assassins and M.
I
Berna.
Latin too, but
love
yeah,
it.
that sounds
Thank you,
fire.
love. Thank
That's
you.
dope.
Thank you so much for hanging with us, you guys. This means like so much. Thank you. We love hanging out with you guys. Love streaming, coming on the mic, and just hanging out. You guys are the best. You really are. Thank you for making it so freaking fun.
Absolutely.
It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. We had a great time, guys. Thank you all so very much for coming out and hanging with us. We had so much fun, but this is where we're going to wrap it, guys. Again, we have a lot more to talk about, but we will be back Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern with Morning Quest. That's where we'll talk about this stuff. Tomorrow, we'll be back with OnPoint Anime and Beyond.
Let's
So we'll
go.
talk TV, movie, see what's going on there. It'll be a fun time at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And then, guys, don't forget Tuesday, him, and a guest.
Excited.
We got a double banger. We got Jez Corden at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then we got Ains from Season Gaming, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
So definitely be there for that. It's going to be a fun time.
We may stop by this weekend with some gameplay. We'll see how
We
the
might
weekend
pop
goes.
in. Do me a favor.
Yes.
Go
Hit
ahead
that bell, guys.
and put the bell on your notifications. We might just pop in, do some gameplay of either Spider-Man or Mario or something. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if we have time. We can just be on the lookout. We'll be around. But guys, I will remind you, like we always do, YouTube won't let us monetize. So if you would ever like to help support the channel in any way, please consider joining our Patreon. The link is pinned to the comments. It's also in the description. It's also scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. And you would be joining these fine folks like our homie, Mr. Joanna Dark, Fonto Sir, Isaac Hayes, 85, Zachary McCoy, and Sith Lord. Guys,
Thank
we
you
thank
guys
you
so
so
much.
very much.
Thank
And
you.
we appreciate you
Thanks,
all.
bro.
But guys, even if you don't, thank you for being here. This
Yes.
is tons of support for us. We really, really appreciate you. And honestly, we really appreciate how welcoming you guys have been to us. I know we're relatively new on the scene. Fark you, I'm getting you out, man. All right, I get it. It's 1:37
We love you,
a.m.
Park
here.
Two.
Gonna catch a few Z's soon. Yo, Fark you, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so
you.
much. For
Thanks,
rocking with
bro.
us,
So
100%.
awesome.
But we do appreciate you
Yeah.
guys, and kind of embracing us, and we do appreciate it. So thank you all so very, very much. We're gonna end it here, and we hope to see you guys on
And
our next show.
Yes, don't forget, either, if you know a pony that you love, hug them. These are rough times.
These are rough times for them ponies.
Sometimes you gotta kick them while they're down.
You do. You
You
do.
know.
Here, let me. This is it. You see this? You got to be nice to your ponies.
Wow.
Feed your ponies. Okay, treat them nice. They're having a rough time. Okay, they're having
That's
a rough time.
awesome. That
Oh,
was
man.
I want to
awesome.
be just like him when I grow up.
That's right. That's right. And with that, guys, we're gonna end the show the way we always end our shows. Doodle,
Yes,
man,
Yes.
it's done.
I know.
Yes.
We're finished. Until next time,
You're intruding.
You're intruding.
you're intruding.